Hey, it's a Saturday night. There's lots of songs about Saturday night, and most of them are a bit depressing or extremely depressing. So Elton John had Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting. Doesn't strike me as the type who ever got into fights on a Saturday night, though. I was thinking, was the one that actually popped into my head was, it's a Saturday night, I ain't got no body. I got some money because I just got paid. Well, I guess I did just get paid. But I'm home. I've actually been out in the world, which is quite a thing. So now I'm sitting at home on a live stream on Saturday night. Don't read too much into that. Maybe taking it easy. Tonight had a few drinkies on the live stream last night, which I was fine with. I was fine. G'day, Alexander. How's it going? Are you choking on ashes? Nice to see you. Yeah. So you look. As you see, I'm in my lumberjack outfit. It got suddenly cooler today, so I'm not wearing a t-shirt. Megalich, good evening. And actually could maybe have done with a jacket in the outside world. But I was tough and I survived. This is for our cats who are addicted to heat and warmth. This is their least favorite time of the year. They hate this time of year because it's a crossover where they don't get warm days, where they can't lounge around in the sun, but we haven't turned the heaters on in the house. So we have like ducted heating comes up out of the floor in the house, and we haven't switched that on yet because it's not actually cold. It's just not warm. And the cats are all very resentful that it isn't warm, and they love warm weather where they can lounge either in direct sun or in sun-warmed concrete or rocks or whatever. They friggin' love it, and they just luxuriate in warmth. And in winter was the heating ducts. They just fall asleep on the heating ducts, and it's just like they're hugging the heating ducts. It's the best thing ever. So the in-between time when it's not warm outside and we haven't turned the heating on, they hate it. Choking on ashes. I didn't go into the hospital for my sleep test yesterday because at the last minute, the hospital postponed it. They went, we had a couple of people call in sick, so we need to postpone. Because obviously, sleep study, that is the very definition of an optional procedure. And it's probably the least urgent thing that happening in the hospital. And they go, we didn't have enough people to supervise everyone, so we have to chop non-urgent procedures. And I got chopped. And now it's probably not going to be happening until mid-May, which is a bit of a drag to wait that long. But say la vie. Although Mrs. Angry says I'm just snoring less now, which is probably down to weight loss, which is a major contributor and exacerbator to the old sleep apnea. So maybe it'll be even better by the time I rock up to the hospital in another 5 weeks. It's a bit more than 5 weeks away, maybe 6. Wait, let me look on a calendar. They were saying, so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. No, what the fuck? Why the fuck did you do that? Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off, Microsoft. Fuck off. Oh, what the fuck? Why do you make my life difficult, Microsoft? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 5 and a bit weeks, unless someone else cancels and they have an opening, and then they might call me and say, "Oh, you want to come in for your sleep thing tomorrow?" And it may or may not be convenient for me to do so. So another 5 weeks, I should be another 5 kilos down at least, all things being equal. Which, I don't know. I think the doctor might get impressed because, hey, you were like 125 kilograms when we talked about this. Now you're under 110. What happened? Magic, my friend, magic. Check on the nationals. We have 2 cats as well. Ginger, Mimsy, and, Ginger and White. She's not fully ginger. And little grey Shadow, which when some people see her, they think she's like that expensive, was it Russian blue on her? And she does look like a Russian blue, but she's just a little moggy kitty we got from an adoption animal hospital. She's one of a litter. She was the only one with that color, the way it always fascinates me. A cat has a litter and they don't all look the same. It's like all the different genetics from the lineage of the cats randomly populate the kittens. It's fucking... Yes. Alexander, that is the sound of a true techie at work, just muttering "fuck off, Microsoft" repeatedly. Ugh, what a drag. So, yes, I went out and about in real life for a while today. Angry Bunch regulars, Nettie, she's moving house and had some boxes of stuff. And Abigail, who's just here, as is Robot Man Greg, hello. Abigail wanted to score some Dungeons and Dragons books and whatnots that Nettie was going to throw out. So we went over and scored Abigail 2 boxes of Dungeons and Dragons paraphernalia, which is good. And evening to you too, Shieldsy. Old Harry Potter is indeed in the house. Yes, and I scored some cool stuff. Well, actually, yes, that was just a couple little bottles of vermouth, but I got some super sexy martini glasses. They're back on the shelf. Like, I don't know. It does show up. The etching on this. God. The fact that this fucking thing isn't a mirror. Can you see? There's like etchings on that glass. I have no idea how clearly it shows up. But this is a Nick and Nora glass, but it basically got a related martini glass. Really beautiful martini glass with etchings around it. Very nice. Well, I got 2. One, so me, Mrs. Angry, and I can have romantic drinks. Oh yes, Abigail, there was so much Dragonlance in that collection. And okay, that's interesting. Abigail, the D&D red box was a 4th edition starter set, not the original red box. I think I had the original one. Locust Trooper, hello. Just top this up with a bit more lemonade. Okay, that was slightly more than I intended, but c'est la vie, as the French are fond of saying. Oh, no, yes. So, you used up all your available energy today, Abigail. Chronic fatigue. Absolutely exhausted. Is it cold where you are, Locust Trooper? It's a little cold, actually. And tomorrow, it's not going to warm up much either. Not much at all. Now I feel compelled to check the weather app. Why did I put my phone in the front pocket? It's so hard to get out when you're sitting down. Right. BOM, Bureau of Meteorology. Yep, saying it feels like 7.8 at the moment. That is colder than it's been. Celtic, you love the hair. I washed it today, and I didn't put any product in, so it's just floppy. Floppy. Wow, that looks weird. Don't like that. Not a centre part. What the fuck am I? Some 90s boy band? Whatever. Shieldsy, you don't know what you're going to do when you move from the island. Oh, 10 times the stuff you ever moved in. Just set it on fire, man. Just set it on fire. Got my floppy hair happening. Yeah. What's the temperatures for the next couple of days? 15, 18, 21, 19. Ooh, it's almost like it's saying, you know what? The warm days, they might be gone, my friend. But we often get warm days into late April and even May. But we get more cooler days. Oh, God, that's the ultimate for the chronic pain and the chronic fatigue, Abigail. Just your arm's own weight causes pain. Yeah, no, that's not good. So, yeah, my hair might get progressively longer this year because the guy who cuts my hair reckons that it'll look good if I grew it long. You're just going to keep it healthy, so trim off the ends every month or two. And that's why it is shorter now because I hadn't had a cut since May last year. And so he trimmed off all the ends but didn't make it short. So, yes, you may see my hair get longer over the course of the year. We shall see. And yes, Locust Trooper, Morrison is a piece of shit and he's been very bad this month and he fucks up the vaccine rollout yet again. Like everything that fucker has ever said about vaccines has been wrong. He's either a moron or deliberately lying all the time. Shieldsy, you reckon you got $5,000 worth of Lego? Dude, turn it into a boat. Build a giant, actual, real-sized boat out of your Lego and sail it back to the mainland. That would work. Nothing would go wrong. That is a flawless plan. Don't ask anyone else if that will work. Just trust me. Turn your $5,000 worth of Lego into a giant boat and sail it back to the mainland. That's your answer. That's your answer, and you should not consult anyone else as to how workable that plan is. It will work. Absolutely. Hey, checking on Ashes, your hair's out of control. Yeah, I think a lot of people, well, there was the whole period where, you couldn't get a proper haircut, and that's varied weeks or months depending where you are. But I just got into the habit of not getting my hair cut. I could have had a haircut months ago, but I was just into the habit of not getting a haircut, and I finally did. Celtic King, yeah, it's going to be longer, and the whole Silver Fox thing. Yeah, Toby has lovely, long, luxurious hair. Toby definitely has lovely, long, luxurious hair. Yeah, Locust Trooper, I think one of the first things Morrison did with the rules, like when he became PM, is he changed the rules so it's virtually impossible to challenge a sitting prime minister. Although I'm not absolutely sure on that. Greg, you're growing hair too. You've got out of the habit. I haven't seen you for ages. So I don't know how long your hair is. Yeah, Alexander, barbers in the UK shut for months. You had a friend cut your hair in December when you could meet friends. And what I feel so bad for people in the UK particularly, because you're an island and it could have been managed, and the US as well, and Canada and all the other parts of Europe, where no one bit the bullet and did a proper hard lockdown early, because New Zealand did and Australia did. And what do those two countries have in common besides that? No community transmission. Like, we just got the word, I think, yesterday that in Victoria, and I think this is other states as well, but I just pay attention to our local rules, everything's 100% open. Like, no limits on offices, no limits on like ticketed venues, no limits. I think there might be a density limit in like pubs and whatnot, but no one's going to pay attention to it. But yeah, like, so a ticketed venue, places with seating, 100% capacity. So yeah, the football lovers will be mad for it. The football lovers getting a proper football season. But yeah, concert events, 100% capacity. So live shows can come back. Live shows can be a thing again. I do worry that our hubris might get us. Nice. Greg's also starting to turn into a thing. You're only like 20 years younger than me, man. So I think I started to get my first gray hair at about 20. And it was only very light, but about 27. But then I colored my hair constantly for, 30 years. And I didn't really know how much gray hair. Even this is probably not like this bit. That's probably some residual dye in there. Like that's probably the real color of all my hair. Just has to grow out. Oh, you are early 40s, Greg. I thought you were still 30s. Okay. See, dude, I can't keep track of shit, man. Shieldsy, your sister is moving out. Oh, moving out of your mum and dad's place. I'll be up time. Well, I don't know how old your sister is. I mean, my offspring is still in your home, but they're at uni. And, you know, I want to support them because fucking economically things are so shit at the moment. As I always equate, like when I was like their age, I could afford on the fucking dole, I could afford to live in a shared house in inner Sydney. With economics now, with my full-time job, I'd be hard-pressed to afford the rent on a terrace house in inner Sydney. I think Celtic King. Shieldsy beat you to it. He's been calling me old Harry Potter since I had these glasses on. Yeah, look, Shieldsy, hopefully nothing regresses, so 2022 will be super normal. I do worry. I just hear all these things about, oh, yeah, we should get rid of that restriction. Oh, we should start letting people travel from overseas and not put them in. I don't think anyone's saying don't put them in quarantine, but I just worry. Morrison in particular is a fucking moron and is going to push to open things more and more, which puts us at higher and higher risk. And he absolutely has bollocksed the vaccine rollout. Like he's fucked it from, asshole to breakfast time. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. So I really worry conservative fuckwits are going to fuck us after all our sacrifice. After all, it was, again, nowhere near as tough as what people in lockdown in UK, Europe, US, Canada are going through. But it was not easy. And I worry that's all going to get fucking thrown out the window because these fuckwits won't wait. Oh, God, shit, Shieldsy, your sister's 45 and moving out. Okay, no, fucking rag on her, man. Right? That's not good. Chris, hello, sir. Hello. So, yeah, and now we're getting this weird turnaround. The UK and the US, I have to admit I don't know about other countries, but the UK and the US seem to be rocketing through their vaccine program. So things will probably be much improved in 6 months. Probably. Who fucking knows, though? Variants and stupid people who won't get vaccinated. Who knows? I mean, it's really funny. I was watching a live stream earlier today with some of my YouTube cocktail making pals, and they're mostly North Americans. And one of the dudes who's in Canada, his province is just going into a really hard lockdown again. And they were going, oh, yeah, lockdown, fucking, I don't want to upset anyone. But we've actually progressed to 100% open. Like, fucking everything's open. So, yeah. Nice, Chris. 18 days till your second shot. Mrs. Angry gets her second shot next week. So, choking on ashes, the big gap in your vaccine doses. Which vaccine are you getting? Because I'm probably going to end up with AstraZeneca because they've got, everyone's scared of AstraZeneca now. That they're in a tiny number of cases for younger people. It may cause dangerous blood clots. But I'm over 50, man. Just like give him AstraZeneca. So I think people are going to get freaked out a bit, and they're going to have more AstraZeneca than they know what to do with. So I might get mine slightly earlier, and I would feel a bit more reassured having been vaccinated. Okay, she was married up to 2 years ago, moved in with mum and dad. It was temporary 2 years ago. Okay. Yeah, but a divorce can fuck you up too. Locust Trooper, how did we get to 100% open? Fucking lockdowns, man. It was fucking lockdowns. Social distancing and lockdowns. Celtic King, enjoy your food, man. So, Greg, are we? Yeah, I think masks on public transport is a good idea, but it's also I was on a train the other day and I forgot, and no one says anything. But oh yeah, the QR code for check-ins and whatnot, that can be a thing. Stella, picking basil leaves, nice. Abigail says put it in tomato soup. I could do it in a gin basil smash. That's a fine drink. Okay, you got the Oxford one. Yeah, that big gap. That's not AstraZeneca. AstraZeneca, you have them like 3 weeks apart. Chris, you reckon no restaurants for you for 6 months? And that's just you. Do you think that'll be the official rule, or you're just going to be cautious? Oh yeah, Earthquake. Big point. Our lockdowns was the state level lockdowns that Morrison, the fuck muppet, kept saying, "Well, don't be that strict. Things are going to open," and the state premier's going, "Fuck off, you moron!" And it was the very tightly controlled state-based lockdowns that got Australia to where it is. If Morrison had actually dictated, we'd almost definitely be in at least as bad a state as the UK. Yeah, Shieldsy. Yeah, just masks and public transport, reducing incidence of colds and flu. Oh no, Abigail. So still, you have to have canned soup. Your dog eats tomatoes. I didn't know that's a thing dogs do. Ate fucking tomatoes from the garden. Okay. Like it's true, you got busted by a ticket inspector and they kicked you off Footscray last night. Is that for not having a ticket or for not having a mask? They kicked you off for not having a mask. Man, that's harsh. I had a ticket inspector on a tram. He didn't give a shit that I wasn't wearing a mask. Oh, Chris, that's just you. Yeah, a lot of people will eat in, won't fly outside of an emergency, wait on theaters, everything else with masks. Yeah, I was actually way more conservative than what was allowed. Like cinemas and eating in was allowed for and this is when we had like no community transmission, and it was allowed for like a month or two before I actually did it. Earthquake masks are compulsory on public transport in New South Wales, but if you catch a bus, no one wears them, not even the drivers. Oh no. Oh, Locust Trooper, you're on V-Line. Okay. Still, that's the Jack Russell thing, is it? Eating everything. Wow. Abigail, you'd say fucking dogs eating things, but you had pet ducks and they ate the whole plant down to the roots. Oh my God. Locust Trooper, I think you might I'm actually going to look this up. Masks mandatory on public transport in Victoria. 22 March. That doesn't seem the latest. This is from the Premier's Department. Friday, 26 March. Yeah, that was, you're supposed to wear it on public transport. That doesn't seem like... Okay, go to the Premier's homepage. 10th April. More officers in Victorians in officers, shows and theatres. Yeah, so it was from Friday night. 100% of seated indoor and outdoor capacity for entertainment, cultural and sporting venues. Up to 1,000 patrons per space. So concerts with 1,000 people. Yeah. Milestone seating indoor and outdoor entertainment. More than 1,000 must. So yeah, so capacity up to 1,000 people is hunky dory. Over 1,000 people, you need a permit. Tier 1 or 2, 75%. Okay, so the football's at 75%, not 100%. Okay. All right, so yeah, they're still supposed to do density limits in pubs, but I bet no one pays attention to it. No density limits in offices. All right. Yeah, we are still meant to wear masks on public transport. Yeah, Craig. No one wants to go back to the office. We're meant to on the 19th. Well, actually, they made the public statement that we were meant to do it at least 3 days of work, and they made that statement a couple of weeks ago, but we still haven't done that. I'm supposed to do it from, that's Monday week, the 19th. So I guess I'll go in on Monday the 19th, have a little talk with the boss and see which days actually will go in. Well, I'm sure we'll talk about it again this week. My initial thinking is if they are going to enforce the 3 days a week thing, I'll work from home Monday and Friday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in the office. Still, you reckon labs are worse than Jack Russells? See, I don't know dogs. So, yes, Earthcrow, I think I'm going to do a roast tomorrow, actually. Got a chicken from the supermarket. So, yeah, won't be back in the office next week, but I will the week after for at least a couple of days. I'm sure we'll talk about it this week and finalize it. I'll find out when my immediate team, if my immediate team says, yeah, we're all going in on Monday, I'll go in Monday to say hi to my immediate team. If everyone says, oh, no, fuck Monday, I'm going to go in on Tuesday, and then I'll go in on Tuesday. So, musically aviator, could you imagine if officers had to pay their own like power bills, how much they would have saved? And the one thing we found out in our office, like, people were printing about 1 million sheets of paper a month, and that dropped to zero overnight. Went from consumption of 1 million sheets of paper a month to zero. And it was just the savings and the environmental benefit is amazing. Greg, the people you're working for downsize the office. A lot of private enterprise will be downsizing to save money. But because I'm currently working for the public service, and the Premier was under a lot of pressure from the Business Council and conservative political figures to bring people back into the CBD. Because all the CBD businesses were going broke because they had no customers. And it's like, yeah, capitalism, so good, you have to be forced to support it. The Premier made a pronouncement that public servants have to be in the office at least 3 days a week. And of course, you can't coerce private enterprise. I reckon there's going to be massive vacancy in office space in the city over the course of this year, as people just go, yeah, you know what, fuck it. We were paying for 3 floors, and we just worked out with everyone, not everyone wants to come in. We can cut it down to 1 floor. And yeah. Locust Trooper, COVID-19 had some very weird side effects. Mostly bad, but some good. Chris, you'll still wear a mask working inside? And in your environment, I absolutely would. It's just like with us, we literally have no virus transmission, so I'm not that worried. Shieldsy, I reckon we probably did have a bit of a dip in CO2 and greenhouse gases last year. I reckon. Inner Deviant on Twitch, hello. We're all just talking about COVID, surprisingly enough. Just the biggest thing for the last year. Going back to the office, or socializing, going out. Yeah, I got to catch up with Nettie and Abigail today, and we did hugs, and I didn't feel bad or guilty about it. It's like, no, we know there's no community transmission, so I'm not worried about it. Like, Trippy, you got rich. Nice. I was very glad I maintained a job all during it, because it's been so fucking hard for so many people. Jesus, I've been 100% behind the lockdowns and the limitations and whatever, just because of just the result. Compare us to the rest of the world. And but I don't deny that, geez, for so many people, their jobs, their businesses had the shit knocked out of them. It's been very tough. And some people, in fact, a lot of people, have been super stressed. It's been a real strain on mental health for a lot of people. Other people, noticeably Abigail, has had the time. Other people have had the time of their lives for the last year. So, Earthcrow, not a hugger. Sorry, I'm a bit of a hugger. Oh yeah, Shieldsy, cities with no smog. Yeah, well, especially when there was lockdown, people weren't driving. It's amazing. Yes, you had your 3D printing thing happening, Locust Trooper. Good timing. Yeah. Yes, Abigail, thrived during the pandemic like no other time in your life. It's so good. I have to admit, I liked it. Working from home, got into the groove very quickly. I just like being at home. I like not commuting. I'm going to have to remember when I go into the offices, I can't grab my co-workers for hugs and kisses as I can with Mrs. Angry while we're at home, which is very nice. I have to remember not to do that in the office. Frowned upon. So, that's my big thing I have to adapt to going back into the office. I suppose it's really funny. A fucking year of working from home. And I never would have believed it. Like a month before it happened, if someone said, oh, you're going to end up working from home for 13 months, and they're like 100% from home for 13 months, I would have went, what, really? Just no, that's not going to happen. And it did. Joking on Ashes, you got super stressful. Oh, wow. You ended up in a psych hospital last year. Can't wait to be able. See, I completely empathize. I absolutely understand the way people have suffered stress from it is real fucking bad. In fact, I saw we had a little scare in Melbourne. It was probably a couple months ago now, where there were a couple of cases, like someone who was a guard in a quarantine facility contracted COVID, gave it to some of their family members, and so we had this snap lockdown. It was a pretty strict lockdown, and it was for 3 days just to see if it contained. And it only lasted the 3 days because it was contained. But I was seeing people on social media, people who I thought had it pretty together, they were fucking losing their shit because it was just psychologically too much for them. It's like, no, I weathered all this other stuff and I thought we were clear. Now I feel like someone's just punched me in the face. And I was going, wow, some people are doing it real tough, like real tough. And I completely understand. Don't buy the Dolphin Safe Fly. Work at Bunnings. During lockdown, you're working alongside 747 pilots because there were no planes in the air. That's another thing. Yeah, people in tourism and travel completely knocked the crap out of their industry. Sally, you want your pandemic life back, tending garden and baking bread. Yeah. Yes. Chris, the transition to working from home will be interesting because companies are going to realize, oh, shit, we actually save quite a lot of money with people working from home. Locust Troopers started a computer bank. Okay. I don't even know what that is. Was that a thing that happened, Shieldsy? Woolies and Coles stores closed to become online. Everyone went online shopping. Mostly this stuff. But I did buy non-booze items in my lockdown life. Some computer stuff, some clothes, some kitchen stuff. So it wasn't all booze, but I did a lot of online shopping. Check on Ash's whole thing to do with your alpha course, nutty neighbors, peeping your window, tried to hit you, cops didn't believe. Oh man, that just sounds so shit. In an already stressful year, to have someone being a shithead and fucking with your life. No, that's just not good. That is not good at all. Oh, Locust Trooper, that's giving people computers who need them. Nice. Earthcrow, I've got a fairly liquid diet. Half of my meal replacements are liquid, and then there's liquid. Abigail watched a report on Bali during the pandemic, how their culture is returning despite the hardship and no tourism, how good it felt for them. That's nice. Rediscovering themselves as not just a tourist location. That's pretty good. Does anyone remember the stories? And this was happening in Southeast Asia and I think India. Cities where they had like a monkey population where tourists would often feed the monkeys and whatnot. And then there were no tourists and the monkeys went super feral and were attacking people. And I remember seeing stories about that in the very early days of COVID when international travel shut down. But I haven't heard anything about that for a while. Like, did the monkeys all get killed or did the monkeys calm down? Or did the monkeys kill the people and that's why we haven't heard anything because there's no one to tell us because the monkeys are in control now? That could be happening. Yeah, Dragon Ashes, the high street, the shopping strips suffering quite a bit. The city in Melbourne, the CBD, suffered a lot. But yeah, it's so there are so many really severe challenges, and at the same time, there were silver linings as well. So yeah, we live in strange times, my folk. We live in strange times. Okay. Thus concludes the non-alcohol consumption portion of the evening. I have a clarified cocktail in the fridge. I possibly have two, actually. Let me check out the fridge zone. I do have two. Right. I'm going to have this one first. Right. So. That's a rum cocktail. What will I drink it out of? I want a sexy glass because I like being sexy. This one. Nope. That's difficult to get to. I'm going to drink it in a coupe because I'm a classy motherfucker. Alrighty. Oh yeah, there you go, Shieldsy. Mountain goats and deers doing the same in the UK and the US. Yeah, animals, man. Locust Trooper, I do not have any old tech sitting around, actually. But it is a good cause. That's very good to know. All right, seeing it's chilled. I don't need to ice it. Very fruity. The milk clarification process really brings the fruit flavors of a drink forward. Okay, see that clear drink, like a urine sample, that was made with very dark rums. Like before clarification, that was a opaque, sort of muddy brown. Now it's this rather beautiful color. What is that? A fruit fly just landed in my glass. Little fucker. Out damn spot. Oh, yeah. That's the shit. So Earthgrown Bogan land. Lacking enough infrastructure services. Weekend Rag is asking we need more Australian flags flown. Where? Oh, Jesus. That's really going for the big questions, isn't it? Good evening, Raiders. Yeah, Shieldsy, I've got my Bogan uniform on, the flannel shirt. I have an array of flannel shirts for my winter fashion. First time I've broken out the flannel since last winter, I think. I'd say, Abigail, I missed the Macbeth reference. If I made it, I made it unintentionally. If someone else made it, I have missed it. But oh no, I did it. I said out damn spot, didn't I? Yes. Sorry. I just said that so reflexively. I wasn't consciously. I'm making a Macbeth reference. I studied so much Macbeth. So much Shakespeare that a lot of the quotes, if they slip into my conversation, I am not particularly conscious of doing it. Locust, I don't understand the question. What am I going to do for winter? I am going to continue to exist. I don't intend to travel anywhere, if that was the question. And I don't ski or anything like that. I'm just going to continue to exist, really. Yeah, choking on ashes. Unfortunately, there is a lot of misogyny in both law enforcement and medical world, which can result in such unreasonable responses to women. Don't buy. Do you not know that? That's Macbeth. That's Lady Macbeth when she's so tormented by the carnage that she's encouraged her husband to do. She has sleepwalking dreams where she can't wash blood off her hands. And no matter how much she scrubs this, there's like a spot of blood. And she says, out damn spot, out I say. Hey, Catherine. I hadn't seen you in chat up till now. And you have raised something that the pedant in me likes to go on about. You'll often see the reference that Shakespeare invented a lot of words we still use today. A more accurate statement is for an incredible array of words and phrases. The oldest documented use we have of these words and phrases is in the works of Shakespeare. That does not mean he invented them. They may have been in common usage, or he may have heard someone use them. One of his players may have come up with them. I just, that's one of those. Lots of things make me pedant or bring out the pedant in me. And one of them is phrasing it to saying Shakespeare invented all these words and phrases. It is more accurate to say the oldest recorded usage of this really quite huge array of words and phrases is in the works of Shakespeare. And it's stunning how many, like, I was kind of like, what did I watch? Because honestly, at uni, I'd only studied the big ones, you know, Macbeth and King Lear and Hamlet and some of the comedies, Midsummer Night's Dream. And yeah, I kind of studied the big ones. And years ago now, like probably 20 more years ago, Kenneth Branagh did a film adaptation of Henry V, which was not one I was familiar with. And I watched it and it was good, but I was just, my jaw kept hitting the floor. It's like, fuck, is that where that phrase comes? Is that phrase in this play? Shit. And it was a shit ton of stuff, words and phrases that we still use now. Henry V is full of it. And they were just popping up all the time. And it's like, fucking hell. Is this the first time, you know, is this the oldest record we have? This wild. Abigail, I believe we still do need a passport to travel to New Zealand. I don't think that law has closed. In fact, I think you need an Australian passport. Not like, you know, say I'm Australian. So, Shieldsy, you wonder how many Year 12 changed their uni plans this year? Yeah, unis have gotten pretty weird, definitely. Wow, locust trip. Okay, that's why you asked about winter. You're going to New Zealand and not coming back till spring. You're doing a bunch of skiing, man? Because they have mad skiing in New Zealand with those really high alpine peaks. New Zealand is a place to wait out the apocalypse. Lots of fresh water and lots of dumb ground dwelling animals. Raiders, it's a visa that's not required. Yeah, you don't need a visa, but you would need a passport. I can't imagine that will have changed. Yeah, my one trip to New Zealand traveling around, it's just stunningly beautiful. I was on the South Island. The North Island is the one with all the stinky mud pits and whatnot. South Island is the one with all the spectacular coastline and spectacular mountains. But yeah, compared to Australia, because I think New Zealand is one of the geologically youngest countries in the world. I don't think it's the youngest, but it's compared to others, very young. Whereas Australia is an incredibly old country geologically, and all our mountains are comparatively low and worn down and have soft edges. And the New Zealand mountains are much higher and they have much sharper, jagged edges because they haven't had as many million years to be worn down by natural erosion. So yeah, the landscape in New Zealand is so different to the landscape in Australia. And it's much more seismically active. I mean, Australia is not totally inactive in the seismic sense, but, you know, close to it. And New Zealand is really seismically active. And what's fun is you're at certain points in New Zealand and you go, oh God, I don't know if they shot some of the Lord of the Rings here, but this really feels like some of the scenes in Lord of the Rings. Like sometimes I was going through a wooded area and I'm like, fuck yeah, I could just imagine black riders coming through these trees. It just really feels like the areas where the hobbits were hiding from the Nazgul on horseback, and just to move. And I know you can actually do tours. They have some of the sets that you can visit, and you can actually do Lord of the Rings tours to visit the locations and whatnot. I didn't do that, but it's just every now and then you're in places and you're like, yeah, this is full-on Lord of the Rings vibes here. Oh, shit, yeah, Shieldsy, that would have sucked. Trainee pilots. Bad time to be a trainee pilot. The ice in this drink is like ticking. It must be melting and cracking. I just keep hearing. This is like rice bubbles. It's like snap, crackle, pop. Which is super weird because it's just ice, but it's actually really active. You know. Yeah, but Chelsea, again, pilots stand out, but just people who are going to work in tourism, people who are going to open a business, people who are going to go into entertainment and all those things. And this last year has fucked that about big time. I mean, how many people were about to start their dream job and COVID fucked it all for them. Oh, Greg, did you know I showed off my ice cream, my clear ice maker? Just a second. So, yeah, after waiting 4 weeks, I got the package from China. They gave me a tracking and it showed up. This is my ice maker. I'm not joking. This is what they sent me. A fucking beanie. Which is obviously just a fucking scam to keep me hanging on for 4 weeks. And now they're sending me these emails going, oh, what if we give you a 40% refund? And I said, what about if you suck my dick? I'm not settling for anything less than a 100% refund, including shipping. And they're like, oh, we're sorry, we'll send another one. No, you fucking won't. And I'm not falling for that. You're not going to delay me for another 4 weeks. I've gone straight to PayPal and fuck these guys. I have to wait for their resolution process. But fuck these guys. Locust Trooper, I am not a skier. I went walking on a glacier, which was fun. I didn't actually get to any snow. The closest I got to snow was a glacier. And that was friggin' awesome. Raiders, it actually came, it shipped through Wuhan, which was psychologically a bit weird to see this message saying it was being dispatched from Wuhan. But it was actually dispatched from Wuhan. It was, given the last year, that was a bit weird. Are you correcting yourself, Raiders? So are you saying they're not known for their dick sucking, but they are known for their duck sucking? Maybe. The glacier, there are 2 glaciers in New Zealand. When I was there, which was like 10 years ago, they were actually growing. They were the only glaciers in the world that were growing. And theory was that because Australia was losing all its water, all Australia's water was evaporating. And then as it went out over the ocean and the temperature changed because the ocean formed into clouds and it was dumping on New Zealand, they were getting all our water. Or in the high mountains, it was ice and these big balls of snow at the top that packed down and formed glaciers. It was, what are the 2 glaciers called? Franz Joseph and I can't remember the other one. But yes, but what was the weirdest thing about going for the walk on this glacier is there was this heavily wooded area next to it, and it's actually a temperate rainforest. And then, so yeah, you walk through this temperate rainforest, which is quite humid, and you're hiking a bit, so you're working up a bit of a sweat. And then you step out of a forest onto a fucking glacier, and of course the temperature just drops because you're standing on this massive thing of ice. And then you explore. Oh, and a crevasse had opened up because apparently it was growing, it was moving, it was changing every day. So at the start of every day, the park rangers, thank you, Shieldsy, it's Fox Glacier. Yes, Franz Josef Glacier and Fox Glacier. Yeah, at the start of every day, the park rangers, whatever their job title is, would go out onto the glacier to see how it had changed overnight, and they kind of map out a walking path. And if one of these little crevasses had opened that was safe, that actually guide you through. And we did, and you would not want to do this shit if you were claustrophobic, because it was like this crack, and it was only just wide enough for my fat ass to get through. So it was about that wide. And it was really high. It was like 5 meters high. And you go in at the bottom and you're like literally squeezing, like my front and back were rubbing against these walls of ice. And it's just this brilliant blue, clear ice. And you go, oh man, I hope there's no seismic activity that just gets me crushed like a fucking bug of these two things coming together. It was a very weird experience doing this crab walk through this fucking glacier. I mean, it was great. I definitely recommend it. I think I read that those glaciers have started to melt, have started to retreat, but I'm not 100% sure. Because like 10 years ago, they were actually advancing, and I think they were the only glaciers in the world that were advancing. Yeah, I think I read recently that they are actually melting and retracting. But yeah, but you can do shit like, if you're rich, you can get helicopter rides to really high points on the glaciers, or even on one of the mountains. This was something, you just drove along a road, come in a car park, and then walked and did this little walk and ended up on the glacier. But you can get helicopter rides to way fucking high places. And they, again, just to cheer you all up, they crash occasionally. Oh man, I love it when I make a drink and it's just fucking awesome, and every mouthful I get, it just reminds me, that was a really fucking awesome drink I made. Locust Trooper, fortunately, my balls didn't touch, but my butt and my big gut were rubbing against the opposite sides, and they did get a bit wet. And the other thing I will tell you about the glaciers, we filled water bottles from this runoff coming from, like the guide said, this is absolutely clean, pure water. It's absolutely safe. And there was like water running down. He said, you can fill your bottle here. And so did, and I tasted it. It was the best tasting water I've ever tasted in my life. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was like the minerals in it or just how cold it was, because it was icy fucking cold. But it was the best tasting water I've ever had in my life. It was just like this pure water, like all the bottled water, and they try and evoke all these things of glaciers, and it's cool. Actually getting water off a glacier is fucking amazing. Shieldsy, you read they are melting now. Your mum said to you that it's an hour walk to get to them. See, they had the opposite concern when I was there. At the rate that the glacier was moving forward, they said if it keeps doing this, in a couple of years it'll overtake the car park, and we don't know what we'll do. But okay, they're melting, they're retreating. After walking out, there, we was literally just parked the car, and it was like a 10-minute walk to be on the glacier. Definitely recommend New Zealand though. Just really beautiful. And of course, and I didn't do bungee jumping either. We did go to the area where they do bungee jumping. I did not do bungee jumping because, I don't know, this was 10 years ago. I probably would have made it more. These days, I definitely wouldn't like, no, seriously, my joints are fucked enough without throwing me off a bridge with a bloody rubber band attached to my ankle. So absolutely wouldn't do it now. My joints are fucked enough as it is. But it was at Queenstown. Queenstown's where they do all the adventure sports and whatnot. And we did stop in Queenstown for one night. And I did see the sites where they do bungee jumping. But I did not do bungee jumping. So, Earthcrow, one of your daughters is holidaying with a boyfriend at the Gold Coast. They tried jet skiing today. Nice. Oh yeah, Abigail, I'm actually completely with you. Fuck bungee jumping. Not my idea of fun at all. I have to admit, my evil sense of humor, the two funniest things I've seen happen at bungee jumping things is when someone's going, no, and like the person's going to go, like, I'm gonna push you off. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and push you off just to help you on the way. And the person says, okay, yeah, do that, and the person's gone 1, 2, and push them off on 2. And you see the person scream as they go flying off. The other thing that's probably less bad, but also horrifying, like, the person gets shown how the bungee is secured and whatnot. And just after the person jumps, someone throws a bungee rope off next to them. So if the person going off happens to look, they'll see this bungee rope falling with them, like as if they're not attached to anything. So they have a few seconds to go, is that my bungee jump? Is that my bungee rope? Am I going to die? And it's not their bungee rope and they don't die. But pretty evil. Dolphins say, why don't blind people bungee jump? It scares the shit out of the dog. Yeah. I bet you get jet skis powering past your place, Shieldsy. Yeah. Locust Trooper, AD's soldiering on. I talked to him the other day. He's not great. Even by AD's standards, he's not great. And because good in AD's standards is pretty fucked by a lot of other people's standards. God, I can't get my head. Fuck it. He's hoping to grace us with his presence sometime soon. But he's not great at the moment, quite honestly. Both health-wise and sorting out some stuff as well. Well, that's enough of that. I've got another one. I've got a blue one in here. Freaking built up some drink. Blue-green. Because it's got blue curacao and Midori in it. So it's this nice blue-green color. Should you get 20 of them at 7 in the morning? God damn. Oh, yep. That's the problem in living in a beautiful place that tourists like. You get tourists. You're living in paradise and people want to visit paradise. Okay, that looks fucking classy, doesn't it? Nice glass with that clear but lightly colored drink. I just think that looks classy. It tastes fucking great too. Raiders, is there anything we can do to help Aidsy? Sacrifice a black goat under a full moon? I think we're in that kind of territory where that's really the only thing that might help Aidsy. That fits in his worldview of things that might send positive forces in his direction. So it's worth a try, conduct a black mass. How far are we off? We've passed solstice, haven't we? No, we haven't. Shortest day. Solstice 2021. That's not till 21st June. Have we passed equinox? I think that's significant. Equinox 2021. We've passed equinox, so every day's getting shorter. So now, yeah, just sacrifice a black goat under a full moon. I'm sure you can get. There will be specialty pet shops where you can get a black goat. Raiders, you'd sacrifice some Americans if that helps. AZ would probably be okay with that. Oh no, Chris, you owed 3 goats from your previously failed engagement. Interesting. So I like. Okay, I should have actually poured a drink in my new martini glass, but I couldn't be bothered getting it out. I should show it off. My new martini glass is classy as fuck. I'm gonna get it. So reasonable capacity martini glass too. Really, I'm gonna break this. It's got a really delicate stem. It's fucking beautiful. Yeah, I'm just gonna swap. Oh, yay, physics. So this is fairly large capacity. It's got those etchings all the way around. It's very beautiful glass. And I'm using it because I'm a classy motherfucker. Yeah, Locust Trooper 80 is probably my closest friend. Yes. Was that right? Oxfam wants you to buy goats. Yeah, I think they want you to buy them for other people, though. So they don't send you the goat. When you buy an Oxfam goat, they don't send it to you, which is a bit of a rip-off. But, you know. Yes, Choking on Ashes. James Bond. Make a Vespa. Let me check. What's the Vespa? So, yeah, a Vespa, the James Bond martini, is I think three parts gin, 1 part vodka, and half a part Quina Lillet, which doesn't exist anymore. But I've got Cokie Americano, which is supposedly the same. And if you're not weak, you go the whole way, and don't worry about 3 parts. Make it 3 ounces of gin and 1 ounce of vodka and half an ounce of Quina Lillet, and that is a drink that will get you fucked up, because that's way too much alcohol for 1 drink. Locust Trooper, I have not talked to anybody from my high school in probably 30 years. Actually, I'm Facebook friends, and I do interact with 2 or 3 people from my high school. That's it. But actually talking face to face, I probably have not talked to. Oh no, actually that's not strictly true, because I would have visited Dubbo occasionally and just randomly bumped into someone from high school. But even that won't have happened for more than 10 years. So yeah, no, high school is not very meaningful to me. Earthquake, you like goat in Indian curries? Yeah, see, because in India the cow is sacred for Hindus, so beef is not that common, and goat is a common alternative in curries. But and also, of course, chicken and lamb. But you still get beef because not everyone's a Hindu. Okay, I got to make. I might do it tomorrow. Yeah, I'll do it tomorrow because tomorrow's Jesus. It's still only Saturday, isn't it? See, I did stuff today, and that makes me feel like I've done a whole weekend because I went out and did stuff. But it's still only Saturday, and did stuff. I drove for a couple of hours. Met up with Abigail and Nettie, and shopped a little bit and whatnot. And so that feels like a packed weekend to me. And I realized I thought I was going to work tomorrow, but Jesus, why don't I drink more? I'm being really cautious about drinking. I don't have to get up in the morning. I'm going to make a martini. I'm going to make a fucking martini. I'm going to have a martini in my martini glass. Raiders. Hindus find eating beef sacrilegious, and because the current regime in India is pretty much fascist Hindus, and people think I'm talking hyperbole with that. And go, no. The party that is in power in India at the moment, they trace their history back to being active Nazi supporters in World War II. And they were always on the fringe because they were these fucking Nazi nutters, but they had a bit of a surge in the last few years. And so Modi is fucking Hitler-loving piece of shit. And extremists encouraged by Modi have actually been murdering beef farmers, because not everyone in India is a Hindu, and some people do eat beef. And gangs of Hindu extremists have been murdering farmers who farm beef. So, yeah. Shieldsy, you love going to the high school? Man, I did not miss high school for a fucking minute. There were people I liked at high school, and I just didn't stay in touch with them. Yeah. 12:12. That's a fun time. Choking on ashes. Time for lunch. 9:12 here, PM, of course. Should I go the whole way? Should I make a James Bond? I should. I'm going to make a fucking James Bond Vespa Martini. I've got some flavored vodka. That will be interesting, actually. I've got cinnamon vodka and citrus vodka, I think. Abigail, high school was a write-off for you? I didn't like high school, certainly. Choconash, that's right. Sikhs don't eat beef. But Sikhs are also not violent people. Sikhs are generally pretty nice people. Nice. Earthcrow celebrated last day of school by burning all of your school stuff in the woodfire barbecue. Nice. Raiders did 3 different secondary schools. I did 2 secondary schools. Only one was worth it. Why didn't I miss high school? Did I have a bad experience? Yeah. Short answer, my friend, is yes. High school was not a good experience for me. I didn't like it. I'm going to make James Bond's Vespa Martini and have it in my sexy class. All right. It needs to be stirred. I'm not shaking it, despite what James fucking Bond says. I'm just going to use that ice. Might crack one more bit of ice in there, actually. We're going to do 3 parts gin, 1 part vodka, and some quinoa lily. Okay, Cokie Americano. No, okay. Vermouth. Classic vermouth. Oh, no, it doesn't have vermouth. It has Cokie Americano. Big question is, summertime gin. I know the new one. I'm going to do 40 spotted citrus gin. My new one. Haven't made a proper drink with this. Annette, hello. You got me just in time to make a James Bond Vespa Martini. Should it be cinnamon or should it be? It should be citrus, I think. Citrus vodka. What is that? That is patchouli, I think. Right. Citrus vodka. This is just vodka and I put citrus peel in it. and it got that neat color. Citrus oil in it. Need my jigger. Where's my jigger at? Seriously, where's my jigger at? My strainer. Oh, okay. It's where I didn't fucking put it. That's where it is. Ugh. Okay. Jigger. Actually, you know what? I feel the need to take a whiz. I'm going to be back in a sec. A pair of you sleeping on the lounge. Right, now I have my components for my drink. I think I'll do, I'm going to wuss a bit on this. I'm going to get a spoon to crack another bit of ice. So I want another bit of ice in my stirrer. Oh, doing vanilla ice, baby. Just one more piece of ice. All right. Let's see how well I do my ice cracking. Annette, you were watching The Irregulars on Netflix party. What did you think of The Irregulars? Because I watched the whole season. Oh, that's pretty good. I just choking on ashes. Do you want the fairy lights back? They're just there. I can look. Let's do it. Let's do fairy lights. Fairy lights are nice. Fairy lights are nice. Let's put them on. Fairy lights. Now where's the USB one? There we go. There you go. We got fairy lights. I just didn't switch them on tonight. Now they're on. Reut. 2/3. Okay, gin. Gonna go with my 40 spotted citrus gin. Satisfying pop. 2 Oz. Ice. My citrus vodka. None of this wussy flavored stuff. That's citrus peel, citrus oil. 2/3 of an ounce. Und cookie Americano. Saying 1/3 of an ounce of cookie Americano. Actually, I haven't tasted. What's cookie Americano like on its own? Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, this is what they call an aromatized wine. It starts off, the first bit you get from it is sweet, but then it goes to grape stuff, and the last thing you taste is lightly bitter. Like it's not grossly bitter, but it's a sort of light bitterness. All right. Should be an interesting balance. Oh, we forgot the fucking pump. Annette, damn. Okay. Okay. So, Choconation, Cokie Americano is reasonably obscure. It's only fucking cocktail nerds who know about Cokie Americano. But if you ever watch or read the James Bond story Casino Royale, he asks the style of drink he asks for is 3 parts gin, 1 part vodka, half a part Quina Lillet. Now, the aromatized wine Quina Lillet doesn't exist anymore. Oh, Abigail, exhausted, struggling to stay awake. Thank you for hanging out with us, though. I know it was a pretty overwhelming day today. So, yeah. So James Bond says 3 parts gin, 1 part vodka, half a part Quina Lillet. Quina Lillet doesn't exist anymore, but the people who made Quina Lillet have an aromatized wine they call Lillet Blanc. Now, they say that is actually the same drink. Other people say, no, it isn't. I want to practice this finger thing. I'm going to practice it for 100 hours and you get really good at it. Anyway. But the people who make Cokie Americano say that is closer to the original Quina Lillet than a Lillet Blanc is. So who knows? Anyway, stirring the cocktail. Where's my strainer? God, I thought I put it somewhere useful. God, I'm an idiot. Where did I put? Oh, it's over. Jeez. I thought I put it somewhere useful and it's all the way over here. All right, I just have to wander off and get my strainer. And knock the cushion off my chair. Take it again. All right. So, this is the James Bond style Vespa Martini, or just the Vespa Martini variant. So now I'm James Bond with my martini glass and a chilled Vespa in it. That's good. Oh yeah, that's good. That is good. And I was responsible, and I didn't do the full on one would be 3 ounces of gin, 1 ounce of vodka, and half an ounce of Cokie Americano. And I did about 2/3 of that. So it's 2 ounces of gin and 2/3 of an ounce of vodka and 1/3 of an ounce of Cokie Americano. Sorry. So this is the 2/3 as strong version. It's pretty that is pretty fucking good. Again, that's the thing. When you get into because hey, why don't I say a bunch of half sentences and not finish any of them? First sentence, when you get into cocktails, your palate starts to change. When I started, often used to do these big YouTube meetups 12, 13 years ago. And as a joke, when I was out, people, we'd go out, I'm going to get the girliest drink at the bar. And I'd go to their cocktail menu and get something pink and fluffy as a joke. And so I was always getting stuff that didn't really taste like alcohol. And then I slowly started to appreciate certain tastes. And about 3-4 years ago, I got into, first I was flavoring spirits. I would flavor vodka or flavor tequila or flavor gin or whatever. And Then I started getting into proper cocktail recipes, and I've been kind of hardcore into cocktails for the last 2 or so years, and your palate changes. You start drinking these things. I never would have thought I would enjoy this. This is just beautiful and light and really fucking potent. Locust Trooper, why don't I smoke weed on my live stream? Because I don't smoke. I don't know. I have never tried to smoke weed because I don't smoke. I think all I do is choke. Although I have smoked things that were called legal highs and were mildly hallucinogenic. And this was years back. And when I was with people saying, yeah, do this, and I was taking a hit because they'd rolled it up like a joint, and I'm taking a hit and then just going, and I'm going like, I don't know how to smoke, so I don't know if I'm doing it right. I don't know if this will work at all. We're passing it around, and then it hit, and I was like, woo! And you're off with the pixies. There was very limited duration stuff. Be off with the pixies for a couple minutes, and then it would fade. But the other reason I wouldn't like smoke weed on a live stream is because it's illegal. But I also, like I said, because I don't smoke. I've literally never smoked weed. I think I'd just choke and I wouldn't get high or anything. Also, because I don't know who to get drugs from. I don't know who to get drugs from. So it's a bit of a thing. Earthquake, you got tricked into sniffing Rush once. I think I might have done that in a club back in the day. Amyl nitrate is very short duration. But yeah. Yes, Locust Trooper, it's legal in a lot of the US at the moment. I think you can still get you kicked off Twitch if you do droogs on the stream. I'm not sure. Although one of the only Twitch stream I watched, the Blind Boy Twitch stream, he regularly the Irish slang is boldy, as in it makes you bold. He does it off camera. He doesn't smoke it on camera, but he just makes it really clear he's doing some boldy, and yeah, and it's illegal in Ireland. So alcohol, which is far more dangerous than marijuana, is legal. So I will continue to drink alcohol. It's ridiculous that something as dangerous as alcohol isn't illegal when weed is illegal. There is no rational case for weed being illegal while alcohol is legal, because alcohol is far more damaging. Like, when I do drugs in my live stream, the big one is because I don't know who to buy drugs from. The second big one is it's illegal. So I do the legal and far more damaging drug, aka alcohol, because the world is stupid. Earthgrow, various US states are doing a great job of regulating and controlling weed, and they're making a fortune in tax. Welcome back, Hilton King, by the way. Oh, Locust Tripper, way back in the day, yes, I imbibed various substances in my misspent youth. Choking on ashes. You saw a Twitch streamer smoking on stream. Don't know what state he's in. Yeah, see, I think there might be a thing against in Twitch, a thing against doing even legal drugs on screen. I don't know. I'm drinking on screen. Does Twitch have a rule about that? When my floppy hair goes thing, like when it gives me a fringe, just looks like a fucking comb over, doesn't it? That looks like a comb over. Like you'd think I was bald back to about here. It's just my hair. Stupid fucking floppy hair. Like, what? You're asking me to admit to illegal things. Hypothetically, I might have gone out to clubs on hallucinogens and amphetamines. Hypothetically, that was a thing that people I knew did, and I may have gone out with people doing that. Raiders having edibles in the late 80s at the trade school. No immediate effect. Stupid, you kept on taking more. Bloody novice. Oh my God, I read this hilarious story on someone traveled to Colorado when it was the first state that had all the legal shit. They had edibles, and he was meeting his girlfriend's family, and he bought these edibles, and they had these cookies. And this is what I don't understand. Like, the guy he bought them from said to only take a quarter of a cookie. And it's like, well, why would you do that? Why would you do that? That's stupid. Say take a quarter. Just make one cookie that's only a quarter as strong as the one you're making. You're an idiot. And so this guy, like, he took a quarter. I don't feel anything. And he ends up eating 2 cookies, which is like 8 times what these guys said to take. And then it hit just when he's at dinner with his girlfriend's parents, and he just turns into a gibbering wreck. Safa, hello. No, Locust Trooper, I've never done cocaine. It's too expensive, and it's too much pressure to have a good time. I don't want to spend $500 for one night. That's insane. Safi, your mum found her mobile with a metal detector. That's awesome. That is really good. That's great news. So yeah, I don't know about anyone else, but when someone says, let's do some drugs and have a good time, and the bill's like $200 or more, I went, that is way too much fucking pressure to have a good, like, even when it was in my 20s and eckies were like $50, $50 was too much pressure. It's like, man, if I spend $50, I better have the best fucking time ever. And I don't want that much pressure when I'm going out. So I never used to do eckies because they were too expensive, and I never did cocaine because it's too fucking expensive. Chris, you love how it talks about cocaine. It's just like fucking, it's so fucking like I mentioned this in the stream. Someone was saying, hey, come to a party, we'll get some drugs, and it's like, oh, that sounds like fun. And I went, how much it's going to be? And they said, I'll get back to you. And they were saying like $700, and I went, fuck off. It's not that I can't technically afford it. It's that I don't want to burn $700 on one fucking night. Yeah, exactly, Earthcrow. $50 was half the weekly income in the late 80s. And it's like people saying, spend $50 on a night out. And I'm like, fuck you. Fuck you. No, absolutely not. So for cocaine's always been expensive. I don't think it's proportionally more expensive now than it was in the 80s. But it's just always been fucking expensive. Raiders, you reckon Coke's more fun than E? E's kind of funny because it literally does make you do that thing where you want to touch people and go, I love you. It's not the drugs talking. I love you. You're special. I love you. And you're trying to be really intense and have a D&M. It's not the drugs, man. It's not the drugs. I just really feel a connection. It's not the drugs. And it's the drugs. It's the fucking drugs. Oh, Jesus. Saf and meth is fucked. Meth is fucked. Locust Trooper, I may or may not have had cocaine at some point. It's very hard to be sure whether someone was just giving you speed or cocaine. Yes, Annette, I know that one. Robin Williams quote, cocaine's God's way of telling you have too much money. Alexi Sale had a routine. He says, if you want to know what it's like to take cocaine, just rub the inside of your nose with sandpaper for 15 minutes and then snort some baby powder and stand there ripping up 20-pound notes. And that's exactly the same as doing cocaine. Oh, Locust Trooper, no fucking way on God's green earth would I do ice or meth. No fucking way. That's just stupid. Yes, Chris, kids, don't do school and stay in drugs. I mean, don't do drugs and stay in school. Yes, I say that as a whole sentence with no comma. Don't do drugs and stay in school. If you do drugs, get the hell out of school because you'll get into trouble if you're at school on drugs. So don't do drugs, stay in school because that will just end badly. If you do drugs, run off to a nightclub or something. Oh, actually, but that was my thing. Speed and hallucinogens in my early 20s. Speed to keep going all night, hallucinogens to have a fun time all night. Safi, you're so PG, you've never smoked a cigarette. Dude, fucking good on you, man. Absolutely fucking good on you. I think that's a huge positive. Joker Nash, you love Alexi Sale. He had a great TV show. I think there's only like 2 seasons of it. Alexi Sale's stuff. And he's still around. He still does. I've seen some stuff he's done recently, and it's still like good quality stuff. But yeah, Alexi Sale in the 80s and early 90s, he did he did this really funny routine, and the culmination of the routine was talking about being at some rock concert, and everyone's going like, I want everyone to hold up a light, and everyone in the audience struck a match and held a match in the air. And there were thousands of points of light across the stadium. And it was the most magical experience of my life, second only to the magical experience seconds later when thousands of people simultaneously went, ow, fuck! Maybe you had to be there. I don't know. And yeah, choking on Ash. Also, Alexi Sale in The Young Ones was really good. I love this glass. And this Vespa I made, very good. Very fucking good. For secondhand cigarette smokers smoke. My friend, you are too fucking young. When I was young and I was going out, everyone was smoking in venues and it fucking sucked. You'd go out and as a non-smoker, I'd wake up the next day with this red raw throat from all the secondhand smoke, and my hair and my skin and my clothes just stank of smoke. It was disgusting. You'd be like getting in the shower, washing off the filth. The best thing ever was when smoking was banned indoors. It was the best fucking thing ever, because going out with smokers was fucked. Earthgrow, the only reason Alexi Sale might have a problem with TV today is because they're too conservative and they wouldn't like him attacking Tories. Because the whole thing, or you can't be rude on TV now, is horseshit, because a shit ton of misogynist, homophobic, transphobic humor gets on TV all the time. Oh, no, Locust Trooper. I've never had a night where I thought I nearly died or anything. I did have one night, and it was a house party, which is way better than being out at a nightclub. I had a house party where the acid I took was so strong, I was just barely this side of a good time. And I was even talking to people like going, I'm off my fucking chops. And I swear to God, if this trip takes one step further away, it will turn into a bad time. Safa, it's just a house party, man. Whose house party? I don't fucking know, man. It was a house in Darlinghurst. No, not Darlinghurst. It was like past Redfern, Waterloo way, inner Sydney anyway. It was probably in Waterloo. I'm trying to remember where it was. It was around Waterloo. It was inner Sydney anyway. Choking on ashes. Alexi Sale's a mad Marxist. Absolutely. And I respect him for it. Like he's a crusty 60-something now, and he's still really radical left. I love the man. Sorry. Raiders, the only time you thought you were in deep shit was having a gun pulled on you in a strip club. That would make me think I was in trouble. Absolutely. Locust Trooper. Did I ever do drugs with AZ? All I'm saying is find videos on YouTube of me and AZ at White Night. Maybe I'll give you a link. Fuck me, that fucking Vespa was good. That Vespa was fucking good, man. Man, I love it when I really enjoy my drinks. So, my videos. Come on, bring it up, YouTube. Search for White Night. Oh, okay. Look, watch this video. I'm going to share a screen and we're going to watch a video. Dr. Martens boots. I have, speaking of Alexi Sales songs on vinyl, I have Hello John Got a New Motor and Didn't You Kill My Brother. I've got two Alexi Sale 12-inch singles, actually. Or got Annette doing more drunken packing. Fair enough. Look, I'm going to share this video. Put the sound on. Share screen. Now, you're got to tell me if you can hear the audio on this. Chrome tab, YouTube. All right. Can you hear the audio on this one? No sound. Okay. Fuck it. Share screen. Stop. I got to try one more. Share screen. Fuck, there's a little thing I had to tick that said share audio. Chrome tab. Why not? Okay, share. All right.
If the United Nations had agreed to my request for a napalm flamethrower tonight,
can you hear the audio? Yeah.
Cleansing with flame, putting it on there, straight down this street.
Okay.
I've got this.
This is from 2015.
Requiem for a Dream shit happening now. I've really got the robotic arm thing happening.
Am I looking a bit intense? Okay, yeah. I don't know anyone else who shows up in the video. I don't know anyone apart from AZ.
Boys. Monkey boy. Those sick, humid, mass, seething humans, wrong side of the camera, you fucking muppet. We're just walking down to find a friend who's at Federation Square. Oh, that's an art thing, sorry. Things. There are so many fucking people. This was a mission we did take on, and we did it willingly. We did go right. We're going to go to Fed Square down the Gutsman Street, and we've done that. Yeah, we are actually most of the fucking way there. Yeah, to be real. Yeah. Have we passed into
so this is from 6 years ago.
Fucking time vortex? Yes. We're on the second children's crusade. I don't know what's happening. I swear to God, people are just everywhere, and they're not paying attention because I am radiating murder. Which, you know, he does. You can see it, right? You can see it. If I fucking hit my stick in the back of angry anymore, I think he's going to kill me. That's so good. But I will fall.
Oh, yeah. Me and AZ.
A few assholes have been stepping on my stick all night. And that makes me a little bit dirty. I forget, like, stupid bags or stuff. Oh my God, we're almost there. I'd like to thank our sponsors tonight. Sorry, in joke. Oh, fucking hell, Angry, look at this. I know. Wow.
Yeah, AZ has a pretty big beard at this point.
I'm gonna do a 360.
I'm back to having a beard that short now.
Telescope this out and do a 360 to share the fucking horror. Oh my God.
Crowds. How fucking weird are crowds? White Night was a big, scary crowd.
That's probably enough of that. Family in front with little baby, and I swear to God, I thought he had a little head growing out of his shoulder. He's got a homunculus.
It was, I think it was a warm night. I don't remember exactly how warm, but I think it was a warm night. And now I apparently can't stop laughing.
Right. I'm okay with that. Maybe. I don't know. It's an off night. It's cooled down somewhat. Oh, dear. I think people stay the fuck away from me now. They're laughing maniacally.
So that was me and AZ. White Night. I miss White Night. They killed White Night. There is supposed to be an arts festival in the next month or so in Melbourne. I don't know if it'll be as good as White Night, but we'll see. Bit of water. I'm just going to chill this and put it in my cocktail glass. I remember one White Night. It was over 30 Celsius. I don't know if it was that one. Safa, why did they kill White Night? I don't fucking know. I do not fucking know. But they killed it. First 2 years, White Night went one night all night, like through to dawn. And it was cool. And then they did this thing where, for whatever reason, they changed it and they had it over 3 nights and it ended at midnight each night. And there was only like half as many art installations and it was shit. And that was 2 years ago and they haven't done it since. But there's a different arts festival supposed to happen in May, I think, that I might check out. No, it absolutely wasn't killed by COVID. Absolutely not. Someone made a decision to change White Night from one night that went all night through to dawn to have it over 3 nights that went to midnight, and it was shit. And it had probably less than half the number of installations, and it was shit. And then they didn't have it the year after, and then last year was COVID. So, Safa, we can drink cocktails in rich art museums. I'm not saying I do this, but you can pre-mix your cocktails and then put them in an innocent-looking bottle like a Gatorade bottle and drink that. Because Gatorade has all these wild colors. Oh, Celtic King. I did not. Oh my God, that drink is good. That's one of my milk clarified drinks. Mm. I need to do make a video for my close-ups of what was it called? The Very French Martini. And then I'm going to clarify that. I'll have that for tomorrow. I might actually dress in my video making clothes tomorrow night and show off a clarified Very French Martini. Safa, the electricity bills for what? I know they used all these real cutting edge projectors. It was fucking wild. I could probably wear my kilt again. If you wonder why I haven't worn my kilt for last year, it's because I actually got too fucking fat to wear it. But I also lost all the weight. I'm at my pre-COVID weight, so I could probably wear my kilt again. I might wear it. Look, I'll try. Look, okay, I'll try and remember because I don't think I'm going out tomorrow. Wear my kilt. I might wear it on tomorrow night's live stream and do a little dance in my kilt because I should be wearing it. That's it. Raiders, Melbourne Rising is, and it could be good. It could be good. So I'm wearing this is the first time the flannel shirt's had an outing since last winter because it's a little bit fresh today. Oh my God, that's good. See, I want to keep going. I have another drink. It's only fucking 10 o'clock and I don't have to get up in the morning. Ladyship of expletive. How are people meant to get culture? I don't know. White Knight was fucking great culture. White Knight fucking ruled and they killed it. So disappointed. So, cocktails. Cocktail of the day. I might look. I'm going to do some very advanced looking. What's a Champino? Champagne, get fucked. Ice Maiden, Arbor Day. What the fuck? So, following week, I've got next week's videos done. Of course, my birthday, the 19th. What does Diffords recommend for the 19th? It's Amaretto Day. Amaretto Sour. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm going to do a Morgenthaler Amarito Sour. Okay, that's one. Done. Done. I'm not going to do... Geez, it's like... Ooh! A creamy Amaretto Sour. Yeah. Because... Wait. I need to double check my cream liqueurs. I have a bunch of cream liqueurs in here. Yes, I absolutely have a Disaronno cream liqueur. I'm going to do a cream Amaretto Sour. Hell yes. An adapted Morgenthaler creamy Amaretto Sour. Hey, Justin, how you doing? Safa, go out and get hammered on my birthday? I don't know. I couldn't go out for my birthday last year, but I can this year. Justin just got back to camera, fair enough. So, okay, that's one. I'm definitely going to do an Amaretto Sour. I think I'm going to do a creamy Amaretto Sour. Sorry, I don't know if you heard that. I just really had to fart. So, Amaretto Sour, Morgenthaler recipe. Amaretto, bourbon, lemon juice, sugar syrup. Yeah, I don't need the egg white if I'm doing it with a cream liqueur. I'm absolutely doing a creamy Amaretto Sour for Amaretto Day. Fuck yeah. Okay, so that's one down. Pretty happy. Pretty happy with it. And also, it's very easy to milk clarify because the creamy liqueur will fucking curdle with citrus. So, yeah. How old am I going to be? I am going to be on April the 19th. I shall be 55. Fuck, that's a good drink. Okay. Yeah, everything has a day. 19th April is apparently Amaretto Day. Every spirit, every liqueur, every cocktail has a day. Someone has declared it to be the day. And the 19th is Amaretto Day. So I am going to do a creamy Amaretto Sour. And it's going to be good. Mary Pickford made her film debut on April 20th. 1909, and there is a Mary Pickford cocktail. What's a Mary Pickford cocktail? It is rum, pineapple, maraschino, and grenadine. That actually sounds pretty good. I fucking like the sound of that. Right, Mary Pickford. Oh, yeah, of course, 420, Stoner Day. I'm not a stoner. Fuck the stoners. 21. What's on the 21st? Oh, Betty Windsor's birthday. That's gonna be sad. Her first birthday in ages without Phil the Greek. No. So her actual birthday is 21st April. What's a royal toast? Royal toast of vodka, cherry brandy, and vermouth. Well, first up, fuck vodka. Poor birdie. And it's also the founding of Rome. There you go. What's a Roman highball? Let's look at what's a Roman highball. Amaro, ginger, lime, and lemonade. Yeah. I don't know. 2025. No, I won't be 60 in 2025. I will be, that's only 4 years away, man. I will be 59. I'll be 60 in 2026. And you like Amaretto? I like Mac more than Amaretto. Amaretto is, for those who don't know, Amaretto is an almond liqueur. Mac is an Australian macadamia liqueur. Justin, you've got to have your tonsils looked at. Damn. Ladyship of Expletives, your birthday is on the 15th. That's all fine. Suffer, I'm just a bit older than your mum. If I was in a less charitable mood, I'd go, fuck you, dude. But, it's cool. Earthcrow, thanks for dropping in, man. Cheers. Yeah, Choking on Ashes. Wasn't it weird? With Fox Conservatives blaming Meghan Markle for Phil the Greek dying and not the fact that he'd clearly been dead for years. See, Justin, okay. The Queen's actual birthday is the 21st of April, but the public holiday for her birthday is just a registered public holiday, and it's completely arbitrary. So, yeah, it's just a public holiday, and gazetted public holidays are really arbitrary. Also, the pound coin was introduced into Britain on 21st April 1983. There you go. So, Christ, that's almost 40 years ago. Oh my God, I'm so fucking old. Sorry. Okay. So 22nd. Is there anything interesting on the 22nd? Birthday. What's a green swizzle? Jelly bean day. Jelly bean day. What's in a green swizzle? Rum, absinthe, falernum, creme de menthe. And fuck. Actually, I fucking like that. Rum, absinthe, falernum, and creme de menthe. Fuck, I like the sound of that, in all honesty. 22. What's on the 23rd? St. George's Day. What day of the week is the 23rd? It is Friday. Okay, St. George's Day. An English martini. An English martini is gin and elderflower. So instead of vermouth, it's elderflower with a rosemary sprig. I have rosemary in the garden. Man, and I have a blowtorch. I could do smoked raspberry. I just have to get Mrs. Angry to agree. Can I set fire to things in the kitchen? Ladyship of Expletives, mint mojito. I did a video last year. I made a mojito last year. And because I found this way to do it, because there are all these little variations on mojitos, how to make a mojito. And this guy who does travel videos on YouTube, his favorite mojito was made with this little like a food truck, except it was for drinks in Cuba, and the way they do it is with the mint leaves and sugar and a little bit of liquid, and you mix it really rapidly for like 2 minutes. It like kind of pulverizes the mint leaves, and then you put the other stuff in, and it is great. A mojito is great. Like when I made this, I was like, God, why don't I drink more mojitos? It's just like mint and sugar and rum and soda, and it's fucking great. Chuck and Ash, you saw on Nova Media long streams. Don't know if they'll clip it. Oh, okay. It's an interesting question. Safa, did Georgia steal the English flag, or did the UK steal the Georgian flag? Let me look up the Georgian flag. Yeah, okay. Georgia, their flag. Okay. So, but the English flag, not the British flag, not the Union Jack, because the Union Jack is made up of components of the English, Scottish, and Welsh flags. The English flag is the St. George Cross, which is a red cross on a white background. The Georgian flag, as in the Eastern European country Georgia, is a red cross on a white background, but in each of the 4 squares the red cross makes, there's another smaller red cross. So there you go. They are related flags. Simply to Ghetto. You used to watch the videos 10 years ago. Political commentary, Mr. Zem. I think Aussie Man reviews stole my style. Simply to Ghetto, you're incredibly kind. I kind of think Aussie Man is his own thing. You are a very kind person, and I greatly appreciate your positive words. Thank you very much. Celtic King, you think I should burn things in the kitchen? You, Celtic King, my friend, are possibly a bad influence. Oh, God, that was good. This has just made me want to do a fucking swizzle. There's in my Bible, the Cocktail Chronicles, which is a book Mrs. Angry got for me when I first got into cocktails. This is a lesser-known cocktail book, but it's very good. What's it called? It's like called the 2010 Swizzle or something. There are so many recipes in here, and they are very good. 21st. There's a classic drink called the 20th Century. That's gin, lemon juice, Lillet Blanc, white creme de cacao. And then there are some variants. The 21st Century is tequila, lemon juice, white creme de cacao, and a splash of absinthe. And then there's a 30th Century Man, which is Scotch, lemon juice, white creme de cacao, Cointreau, and absinthe. And I like to do a hybrid of them that I like to call the 21st Century Schizoid Man, after the acid rock band. Oh, Celtic King, you could definitely be a fucking bad influence, dude. And when I call someone a bad influence, that's a compliment. So if you're saying it's only 10 Celsius where where your mum lives. Yes, Raiders, I'm absolutely with you. Dude. I have absolutely remembered your recommendation for getting a garden paver from Bunnings. I just haven't been to Bunnings in a while. Oop, there's the mysterious visitors to the kitchen. What do they want? Oh, you want to microwave something? I can see. A wheat pillow. This is the fun thing of doing live streams in the kitchens. Various members of the household want to do things in the kitchen, to which I say, absolutely, you should do things in the kitchen. You should not let me get in your way. Oh, you want ice cream? Some vanilla ice cream? Yeah? Okay. And can you give me a spoon? I'm providing some ice cream. How many scoops of ice cream should I put in there? 2, 3. All right. Sorry, I'm serving up some ice cream, people. It's just a thing you have to do when you're occupying the kitchen. Okay, ice cream is down here. Vanilla. Got some vanilla ice cream. I don't know why I break into song occasionally to narrate what I'm doing with song, but I do. See, I think there's a keyboard in the other room in there. I think I should bring it in and I should do an all musical live stream where I just try to make up songs. This is a true story. In the shower the other day, I made a song up about how my meal replacements cause more farting. So I did that. Sorry, you've run away without the ice cream. Here's ice cream. You're welcome. What do you want on it?
More.
Oh, God, more ice cream. I did not put enough ice cream in the bowl. I'm a bad person. All right. I put enough ice cream. I thought that was enough. Who am I to judge? Is that enough? All right. I failed in the ice cream delivery. That's I'm going to have to take a good hard look at myself. Did you put the ice cream back in the freezer? Right. Oops, I trod on a bag. Choking on Ash, is your sister seeing what she's doing? Justin, most of my family don't want to be dragged into my bullshit and be on the videos. Ladyship of expletives going to Florida, going to die from the heat and humidity. Also possibly COVID, but, I don't want to be the bad. Radish reckons it's getting down to 5 in Melbourne tonight? Really? Where'd I put my phone? Hello, phone. Bureau of Meteorology. What do you reckon it's going to get down to in Melbourne tonight? My app says it's only getting as low as 9. But, seriously, who fucking knows? I don't know. I think I will. I think I will bring the keyboard out here for a live stream and actually just do a musical live stream. And I'm completely unmusical, which means I'm just going to mash the keys for dramatic effect and go, dun-dun! Sorry, again. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, fucking hell. Seriously? It's a little bit fresh. It's a little bit fresh here tonight. Oh, God, what's my fucking hair doing? Seriously. That's better. Now I just got my 5 head in all its glory. Bigger than a forehead. God, I should put this back. My gin. Locust Troop, you're going to have the heater on. We haven't got the heater on here yet. Put my gin back. Put the cookie Americano back in the fridge. What else have I got in the door? Punta Mez and... Okay. Punta Mez is a special vermouth. going to have a little swig at Punta Mez. That's really herbal. Starts off being sweet. Oh, it really is evoking something. Slightly bitter, slightly sour. Oh, man, that Punta Mez is really interesting. This is maiden eyes sweet vermouth. And yeah, that is actually sweet. Oh, man, that's sweet. Yum. Maiden Eye, you legends. That's an Australian vermouth maker. Very good. Gelter King, you heading off, my friend? Good night. Good night. We all love you too. Justin getting down to 4 in Canberra. Safi, you're harassing your parents to turn on the heater. Our cats are harassing us to turn on the heater, quite honestly. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Locust Trooper, Altona. You're at Altona. The Altona Beach Breeze. Yeah, no, that because I'm not that near any water, so it's not that cold. I want to have another drink. I was looking here. I think it's called the 2010 Swizzle. It's a rum drink, and it fucking rocks. We do a 21st century schizoid man, my own thing. Instead of using an Isla Scotch, use my mesquite starward, lemon juice, creme de cacao, Cointreau, and absinthe. I'm doing this, man. I am fucking doing this. Put the glittery bookmark in so I don't lose it. I'm going to make a 21st century schizoid man. So I need my starward, I need creme de cacao, orange. Oh, I might do blood orange and absinthe. All right, bitches, it's happening. Ladyship of expletives, you have to go as well. That is okay. Plan on staying in the house as much as possible. Don't want to die from COVID. That is a very good plan. That is a very good plan. Don't want you to die from COVID. Or don't even want you to get sick. Like, okay, not a huge percentage of people die from COVID, but it can be a very debilitating illness. People underestimate how debilitating illness can be without being fatal. It's my citrus vodka. I'll just put that back as well. I think maybe I need to go to the loo again. I'll just put that down there. Right, so I want my mesquite starward. I want a white creme de cacao. Gonna do a dash of absinthe, which is hiding here. Oh. I definitely need to hire a lackey to do this sort of shit for me. What else do I need? Lemon juice. Orange. I'm going to do the blood orange. I've got a blood orange liqueur in here. Salerno. It's really nice. It's really sweet. Salerno. I haven't used it for a little while. What else am I going to do? Absinthe. Cointreau. Lemon juice. Okay, so you're going to excuse me for just a second. I need to take the whiz, as it were. You'll just watch the fairy lights. All right, I'm back. Felt this impulse to find the lyrics for 21st Century Schizoid Man. Yeah, we're getting some cold weather down south. Ladyship, you have to go. Stay with the abusive asshole called your father. You're going to go to jail for killing him. Stay with your fiance's mum. Plus, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, get away from a stressful situation and do something that's building for your future, Ladyship of Expletives. And I hope it goes well. Yes, Annette, you know King Crimson. Yeah, you left your phone there. All right. I feel like looking up the lyrics of 21st Century Schizoid Man, which was a King Crimson song. I think Kanye West used a sample from it for one of his songs. But this is just great sort of 70s acid rock, prog rock. And it's just with this really heavy distortion guitar going, cat's foot, iron claw, neurosurgeons scream for more at paranoia's poison door, 21st Century Schizoid Man. And blood rack, barbed wire, politicians' funeral pyre, innocents raped with napalm fire, 21st Century Schizoid Man. And the final verse is death, seed, blind man's greed. Poets starving, children bleed. Nothing he's got he really needs. 21st Century Schizoid Man. And my older sister was really into King Crimson. She got me into them with their classic album, In the Court of the Crimson King. Safa, would I get copyright strike if I sang a song really badly? We will soon find out, because I just sang a song really badly. So we'll soon find out if I get a copyright strike for that. Who left their phone? Young is Angry left their phone in here. So I'm going to make the drink that I am calling a 21st Century Schizoid Man. I'll look for some guides here. 3/4 of an ounce, 3/4. Oh, it's all 3/4 of an ounce. Yeah, okay, let's fucking do it. Lemon juice. I gotta get lemon juice out of the fridge. That's me doing the guitar line from 21st Century Schizoid Man. Whew. Okay, so this is all 3/4 ounce stuff. This is shaken. I'm gonna get my shaker. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. Parisian shaker. 3 sorts of cocktail shakers. The cobbler, which sucks. The Boston, which is okay. The Parisian, which I kind of prefer. Right. Drink whatever's melted in here. All right. In you go. It's probably enough ice, actually. I'll put a little bit more in, I don't know. So 3/4 of an ounce of everything. So Starwood, small batch, mesquite smoked. All right. Maybe I just do a fucking ounce of everything and just fucking write myself off. That's the only strong one. Actually, what's the Salerno? What percentage is this? That's 40%. Fuck off, man. Good night, Irene. Goodbye, Ruby Tuesday. Goodbye, Ruby Tuesday. Goodbye. Not a huge Pink Floyd fan, but I liked the movie The Wall with Bob Geldof in it. And I think it's an Another Brick in the Wall Part 1, which leads into Another Brick in the Wall Part 2, which was the single they had a bit of a hit with. And as you go, when we were young and went to school, there were certain teachers who would hurt the kids in any way they could by exposing every weakness. And I don't know these lyrics. No matter how carefully hidden by the kids. And there's, but in the town it was well known when they got home at wife. No, but in the town, try that again. But in the town it was well known when they got home at night, their fat and psychopathic wives would thrash them within inches of their lives. I was trying to say, like, the only reason our teachers were shitty to us was their home was really shitty and they were taking it out on us. And there's, we don't need no education. Locust Trooper, going to send me a sexy Celtic King message. Nice. Choking on Ashes, you actually saw Pink Floyd in the late 80s. Nice. Now, I'm just meant to put like a dash. That's probably a little bit more. Another dash. The phrase dash is so fucking imprecise in cocktail language. Leadership of Expletives. You had Brittle Bones, Nicky by Rare American stuck in your head for days. Nice. Okay, that's now too cold to hold. It's hurting my hand. So that means I've shaken it enough because it's that cold. Now we strain that into my sexy as fuck martini glass. Yeah, boy. I'm definitely going to have to do a cocktail ASMR thing. Ooh, Choking on Ashes, you saw Pink Floyd at Wembley. Nice. And Annette, you saw Pink Floyd at the Entertainment Centre in the 80s. But you left halfway through because you were bored. Oh, no. It wasn't really Pink Floyd. It was probably just Roger Waters. Right. So this is a 21st century schizoid man. Oh, fuck yeah, that's good. Ooh, that's got it. Jesus, that's got it going on, that drink. God, the reference to Wembley Choking on Ashes just reminded me, the guy from Happy Mondays, the front man from Happy Mondays, who was a mad fucking drug pig. I remember, and this was a long time ago because they were like an 80s, early 90s thing. And everyone knew he was doing just like a shit ton of drugs. And I read an interview with him and they said, like, yeah, well, what's the story, man? Everyone says you did a fuck ton of drugs. And he said, I didn't. And there's the question of what's the downside? And there were two downsides. One, because the Happy Monday. Yes, Choking on Ashes. Thank you, Sean Ryder. Oh my God, we're the same vintage. We know the same shit. Sean Ryder, there's this interview with Sean Ryder, and this was quite a long time ago. But he's like, okay, Happy Mondays performed Wembley. I don't remember it. I don't remember anything of it because I was ripped off my head. I can watch videos back, and that's me on stage performing at Wembley, and I go, fuck me, I do not remember any of that. And the second one, I think it was the final Happy Mondays album. The interview says there was a story that went around that you held the master tapes of that album hostage in the studio, and you said you would destroy them if people didn't bring you crack cocaine. Was that true? And Sean Ryder said, I have no memory of that, but people who I trust, who have no reason to lie to me, tell me I definitely did that thing. So yeah, kids, drugs are bad, okay? So yes. Oh, ladyship. No, I'm not forgetting Pink Floyd's hit Money. I'm okay, Jack. Keep your hands off my stack. I love the album Atom Heart Mother. I've got that on vinyl, the original release of Atom Heart Mother. That is a nice album. That predates The Wall, which was their big commercial success. I love the album Atom Heart Mother. Ooh, Raiders, Madonna, Rolling Stones, Michael Jackson, History Tour at the MCG in the 90s. Did you do all those? So, sorry, I just noticed, Mega Leech, how does this rate on the scale? For those who don't know my cocktail rating scale, if I rate a cocktail 6 out of 10, it's pretty ordinary. I wouldn't do it again. I wouldn't make it again. I wouldn't order it again. If it's less than 6 out of 10, it's shit. 7 out of 10 is, that's not bad, but it doesn't grab me. And I probably either wouldn't, if I've bought it, I wouldn't order it again. Or if I've made it myself, I wouldn't make it again. 8 out of 10 is, that's good, would definitely make or order that again. 9 out of 10 or higher is, I want another one right now. So this one, 21st Century Schizoid Man. That's a fucking solid 8. That is a fucking solid 8. 8 to 8.5, in fact. That is a nice fucking drink. And the base recipe, for those who want to know, for the 21st Century Schizoid Man, the base recipe is actually the 30th Century Man, where they say I use 3/4 of an ounce Isla single malt scotch, 3/4 of an ounce lemon juice, 3/4 of an ounce white creme de cacao, 3/4 of an ounce Cointreau, and a couple of dashes of absinthe. This particular variant I did, the 21st Century Schizoid Man, instead of Isla malt, I've got a Starwood Mesquite smoked whiskey from Melbourne, local distillery. And instead of Cointreau, I have this Italian Italian blood orange liqueur, Salerno. It's a fucking 8 to 8.5. It's really nice. Oh, Raiders, you had friends in hospitality at the MCG. Nice. And you remember Simon Townsend's Wonderworld used to play The Wall. Definitely were her first. Simon Townsend's Wonderworld was a weird fucking show. What was that, 80s? That was an 80s show. It was this dude that, it was like a kid's, it was half entertainment and half sort of informational pseudo current affairs for kids. And this guy, Simon Townsend, would say, the world really is wonderful. And his sidekick was a bloodhound that he called Woody. And sadly, as in all things, Woody did eventually die. And here's the thing, you may not know, all those award shows you see, they do a rehearsal of those before they do the version that goes to air. So it's all pretty contrived and whatnot. And I remember it was the Australian Music Industry Awards, and the year that Simon Townsend's dog Woody died, and with Simon Townsend, when he won a Logie, did this really tearful, heartfelt thing of, this is for Woody. And then later that year, in the rehearsal for the Australian, it might have been the Countdown Music Awards, or I'm not sure if it's the Arias or the Countdown Music Awards, but all the people who were going up on stage and they were like, just pretending an acceptance speech, all of who were going, holding up an award going, this one's for Woody. And so the people running the award show said, yeah, that's all well and good to joke about that in rehearsal, but fucking nobody in the actual live broadcast does a hold up the award and goes, this one's for Woody, because we will fucking kill you if you do. Oh, no, this is good. 21st Century Schizoid Man is a solid 8 to 8.5 out of 10. It's a really nice drink. The old equal parts thing. Oh, the smoke. What I love about this. Okay, for those who aren't Scotch drinkers, the Islay Scotches, it looks like Islay, Islay, but the Scots actually pronounce it Islay. looks like Islay, but the Scotch pronounce it Isla. That's the heavily peated whiskies, which means they're really smoky. They taste like barbecue or smoked meats. They're really smoky because they've got a lot of peat in them. Australian whiskies tend to not be peated because you don't get peat in Australia. I think you do get peat in Tasmania, actually. But anyway, so this one, which was like an experimental small batch from Starward, which is a Melbourne distillery, it's definitely one of the top 5 distilleries in Australia. I honestly reckon it's probably top 3. I reckon the top 3 are Lark, Archie Rose, and Starward. There are a fuck ton of really good distilleries in Australia, but I reckon the top 3 are probably Lark in Tasmania, Archie Rose in Sydney, and Starward in Melbourne. And this one is a limited run they did. There's only, how many bottles do they make of this? There were only 660 of this made ever, and then it's gone. And this is mesquite smoked malt whiskey, and it tastes like mesquite barbecue. It's fucking great. It's really good. Oh yeah, Choking on Ashes, 8.5, definitely making it. So the scale, again, the angry scale for cocktails, 6 out of 10 is not terrible, but it's pretty ordinary. Less than 6 out of 10 is shit, basically. So 1 to 5 out of 10 is shit. 6 out of 10, look, it's not terrible, but I'm not interested. 7 out of 10 is reasonable, but I'm never going to do it again. 8 out of 10 is, this is good. If it's one I made myself, I will make it again. If it's one I ordered in a bar, I will order it again. 9 out of 10 is, I want another one right fucking now. So 8.5 is a very positive rating. Ladyship of Expletives, you're the one in your friend group that listens to older stuff because your grandpa got you into it. Get blank stares if you talk. Oh, the Moody Blues. I'm not. I'll be absolutely honest. I'm not into prog rock. Moody Blues, other stuff from the 70s, prog rock. I'm honestly not. I probably don't hate it, but I'm not super into it. Because of my age, I'm probably into punk, post-punk, new wave, 80s shit. 80s shit is my jam. Probably an unhealthy amount of the music I listen to is 80s and 90s, which is, of course, ridiculously fucking old music. 30 and 40-year-old music. It's fucking ridiculous. But then again, I'm old and ridiculous. So, yeah. Like the other day, I listened to a shit ton of Billy Bragg. I listened to about an hour of Billy Bragg. There was all like 80s sort of folky, lefty political stuff. And then I'm going to listen to a shit ton of The Cure and the Smiths and Australian stuff, the Go-Betweens. I think sometime soon I'm going to do a Go-Betweens binge. Choking on Ashes, good question. Is there any cocktail got a 10? I do not rate things a 10 because I think things can always improve. 10 implies it couldn't improve. Sometimes stuff gets a 9.5. Like 9 is a very high rating. Sometimes stuff gets a 9.5 because it's just like, this is the nectar of the gods. How did this come into being? This is amazing. Like this is empty now. The clarified cocktails I was drinking earlier, they were like 8.5. This 21st Century Schizoid Man, oh God, that's good. That's 8. That's 8.5, bordering on a 9. That's really good. Fortunately, because there are a lot of good fucking cocktail bars around Melbourne, I do get stuff that hits the 8 and 9 on the semi-regular. But every now and then it's like, you sip something and you go, this is the nectar of the fucking gods. Like this is 9.5. Like, please, just this stuff, hook it up to my fucking veins. I will just die taking more and more of this. This is just good. Chuck and Ash, do you remember the go-betweens? I fucking probably my all-time favorite song lyric is not my favorite go-between song, but it's my favorite go-betweens. It's probably my favorite all-time song lyric. Is a white moon. A white moon comes. What's the line? It's from Bye Bye Pride. It's a white moon comes out. Yes, it's a white moon comes out like a hole in the sky. The mangrove goes quiet. That's just so evocative. That's probably my favorite song lyric of all time. A white moon comes up like a hole in the sky. The mangrove goes quiet. Is just amazing. But there are other go-between songs I like more, like Bachelor Kisses and Cattle and Cane. I like those songs more, but that particular lyric from Bye Bye Cry, Jesus, I'm so fucking drunk. Okay. That particular lyric from Bye Bye Pride is probably one of my favorite song lyrics of all time. A white moon comes out like a hole in the sky. The mangrove goes quiet. That's fucking Shakespearean level poetry. That is fucking amazing. Safa, does Melbourne have better cocktail bars than Sydney? Yes. I say that not knowing Sydney's cocktail scene at all, but I will go out on a fucking limb that the fucking Melbourne cocktail bar scene holds the Sydney cocktail scene down by the fucking neck and fucks it up the ass. Melbourne cocktail scene, orders of magnitude better than Sydney. Annette, did I ever get the Saints and the Aints? Okay, important note. The Saints were fronted by Chris Bailey, and the Saints have a bunch of really good punk and post-punk songs. The Aints is fronted by the dude who split from the Saints, Ed Cooper. Ed Cooper is probably a better songwriter, singer than Chris Bailey from the Saints. Ed Cooper has a shit ton of good stuff in his repertoire, but the Saints and Chris Bailey have a bunch of good stuff. They were the Saints were Australia's premier punk band, basically. And you get the Saints bleeding into Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, or it's more the Boys Next Door, the band Nick Cave had before the Bad Seeds. But yeah, no, I like the Saints and I like the Aints. The Aints is Ed Cooper, who really fell out badly with the lead singer from the Saints, Chris Bailey. Woo! Angry's getting drunk and talking shit. It's only 10:30. So you get into music. That's where I get fucking passionate. Where's my phone? I actually have YouTube Premium. And there were two reasons I got, kind of three reasons, but mainly two. Two reasons I got YouTube Premium were no ads on YouTube and you're supporting creators. The third one is there were those original YouTube stuff that you could only get if you had YouTube Premium. But the unexpected bonus, and I did not know you got this bonus when I signed up for YouTube Premium, you get YouTube Music, which I use a lot on my phone. You get playlists, you search up, like, I just thought of this really fucking obscure song I haven't heard in years, and it's almost always on YouTube Music. And also, if you pick one song on YouTube Music, it will build a whole playlist related to that, which I love. Ladyship, you've got to go. Miles before you sleep and all that jazz. Thank you so much for stepping by and saying hello. See you another time, my lady of expletives. And then you come on the live stream, but you're actually getting an early night, so you get serious. Nettie, for those who don't know, is moving house, which is the worst fucking thing ever. Safa, Google Play Music was better than YouTube Music, but Google Play doesn't exist anymore, I don't think. I really like YouTube Music because they have some playlists. Like I can look at new releases and go, oh, I want to hear what that new release is. And you go, I'll just play that. And then it generates a YouTube playlist based on that one song. Or you just go, oh, here's this song I haven't heard for ages. I want to hear it. And it's there and you play it and it generates a playlist based on that. And it remembers all the things you picked to play with and it auto-generates playlists for you. I'm a big fan of YouTube Music. And I didn't know how much I'd like it. It wasn't a reason I got YouTube Premium. It was a fucking bonus. So, yeah. So I do that quite, and I do like doing it. I like picking out a single song and seeing what playlist it builds around that. I've got all these fucking bottles here. I have to put them away. Okay. Absinthe makes the heart lose weight. Yeah. Who remembers Prefab Sprout? That's another thing for my generation. Just putting this away. Suffered. YouTube Music, I think, does let you download playlists, but I've got a shit ton of my own music on my phone. If I need to do an offline playlist, I've got a shit ton of fucking music that I put on my phone. That's like from CDs and stuff I own. All right, gotta put my white primitive count back. Gotta put my absinthe back. Oh god, I'm gonna knock some fucking bottles over here. Okay, I don't know what the fuck. I don't even know how to put that back. There you go. There you go. What else have we got? We've got our blood orange liqueur and our Starward. So blood orange goes in here. Yep. Oh my god, I am so. Oh, I should stop putting bottles away when I'm drunk because I'm going to knock bottles off my drink cart and smash them. Oh, hey, look, I haven't finished my drink yet. I still have some 21st century schizoid man to go. Raiders, okay, you like YouTube Premium. No ads, makes the experience better. The music was about, I did not know when I signed up for YouTube Premium that I would get the music app. That was a bonus, and it's a good bonus. It's a fucking great bonus. I love YouTube Music. Like if I want to space out for a while, I'll listen to a podcast. But, you know, you kind of have to put, but if I'm working, because I write, my job is I write documents. And so my brain has to be engaged. And I can't listen to a podcast and write a document, but I can listen to music and write a document. And that's good. Annette, I talked to AZ a couple of days ago and he's not great, but he hopes to join us again soon. Safi, you can play YouTube with screen locked with YouTube Premium. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Don't ask me complex questions at the moment because your man Angry is a bit shit-faced at the moment. This is the level to which I like to get drunk. I don't like to get more drunk than this because this leads to more drunk than this leads to throwing up and hangovers. This at the moment means I have killed a bunch of brain cells, so higher cognitive functions are seriously not happening, and I'm just in the moment. Oh yeah, Choking on Ashes. YouTube Music comes with Premium. It's fucking awesome. Like I said, the big things I did, I thought, okay, if I get Premium, I can get some of these premium shows, no ads, and monetized users get supported when I watch their videos. And then it's like, oh, you get this music app? And I went, is it any good? Oh yeah, it's good. It's fucking great. Oh, Jesus, Safa. I passed the no car driving thing like 2 hours ago. At the moment, I'm like, don't let me out in public level drunk, because I feel like the slightest thing that annoys me if I like went out in public and someone annoyed me, even slight me, I'd get right up in their face and like, fuck is your problem, man? What the fuck is your problem, man? What the fuck? What are you fucking doing to me, man? So at the moment, I'm I'm at the really nice level of drunk. Like, fuck yeah. Oh my God, that was good. What was the other one in here I really like? I was trying to find the 2010 Swizzle, and I stumbled across the 21st Century Man. I thought, oh yeah, I like the 21st Century Man too. Whiskey sour, gin and tonic, Jack Rose, singing songs about cocktails as I look through the book. Sidecar. That was the drink that let me know I like brandy. Yeah. A Charlie Chaplin is sloe gin, apricot, and lime. That's nice. That's a pretty simple one. A Ritz, a Rose, a Brandy Scaffa, a Burnt Fuselage. That's a great name. Which is brandy, curacao, and vermouth. Man, I might make that. Colleen Bawn, B-A-W-N. That's rye, chartreuse, Benedictine, and egg. Oh man, that's a fucking flip. Whole eggs. I am absolutely not making a cocktail with a whole egg at the moment. Absinthe makes the heart lose weight, yeah. Prince of Wales is a piece of shit, yeah. A Ricky is gin, lime, and lemonade. La Perla is tequila, sherry, and pear. Don't have pear. A Blinker is rye, grapefruit, and raspberry. East India is brandy, curacao, pineapple, maraschino, and bitters. Oh, Norland's cocktails. New Orleans, Annette. What was that? I was story last night about Phil the Greek King. Oh yeah, no, that was a real fucking story. So Raiders, why are you trying to buy a gun on an Aussie site? That's weird. Okay, so the story, there was a journal. He's dead now. He was a journo for Murdoch tabloids, like in the mid 20th century, and even the guy. But anyway, so this guy, he like worked for, like the Sun or the Mirror or something in Australia, and he talked about way back, and I think this is before Phil the Greek. It was either before Phil the Greek married Betty Windsor or just after, and he was still sailing around. But basically, this journo who had an inn with a bunch of coppers got told, the coppers who ran the King's Cross lockup said, oh, we've got this guy in lockup. He's wearing a Navy uniform. We like busted him at a brothel, and he's all upset, and he's like saying something about, is he a high-ranking officer in the Greek Navy or something? We don't know what this. Come down and tell us about this guy. And this journo goes down and recognizes him, and it's fucking Phil the Greek. And he says, oh, no, you cannot, you fucking lose any paperwork. You cannot arrest this guy. This cannot be processed. And Phil the Greek thinks basically his life and his career is over because he's been arrested drunk in a brothel in King's Cross. And this journo is going to the coppers like, fucking no, dudes, you cannot process an arrest on this guy. Just let him go. Just fucking let him go. You don't want the grief that comes with filing an arrest on this guy. And the coppers went, okay, whatever. Yeah, and it was fucking Phil the Greek locked up in a fucking King's Cross police station. Great. Check on Ashes. He got Phil the Greek, got a daughter in his head. Dude, he probably fucked women all over the world. He's probably got illegitimate children all over the world. Raiders. Oh, it was a grease gun. Oh, for thank fuck. I thought, why the fuck are you trying to buy guns on the internet, Raiders? And yeah, this is back in the day. This was like the 50s. This is like the 1950s. Yeah, and it was hilarious because the cops called this journo. They knew and go, oh, we've got this guy. He's in a Greek Navy uniform and he's really weird and we don't know what's going on. And the journo recognized him and was just like, oh, fucking let him go. You don't want the grief that comes with arresting this guy. So, yeah, Phil the Greek almost got busted in King's Cross Brothel in Australia. Norlands. Does that make me sound like a wanker when I talk about New Orleans cocktails? I always want to pronounce it Norlands. I don't know. An absinthe frap, cocktail à la Louisiane, which is rye whiskey, vermouth, Benedictine, absinthe, and Peychaud's bitters. I've made that. That is good. A Creole cocktail, rye whiskey, vermouth, Benedictine, and Meripicon. Or a Raffignac, which is brandy, rye whiskey, raspberry syrup, red wine vinegar, and lemonade. I don't want to make that. A Vieux Carré, which is rye whiskey, brandy, sweet vermouth, Benedictine, Angostura bitters, Peychaud. That's a nice combo. A Vieux Carré is a nice drink. A Bywater, which I think I've made on a live stream before, is rum, Merpicon, green chartreuse, vernum, and Peychaud's bitters. That's a nice drink. I feel like that's a nice drink. Chocolate and ashes. I'm going to make another fucking cocktail. A Sealback, a Liberal, a Sazerac. I made a Sazerac last night that was really good. What did I make last night? I like the Sazerac I made, and the Black Manhattan was really good too. A Kentucky Buck is bourbon, lemon juice, sugar syrup, strawberry, Angostura, and ginger beer. A Dixie is bourbon, sugar syrup, curacao, bitters, and crème de menthe. A whiskey, we make a Paper Plain. Paper Plain is bourbon, Aperol, lemon juice, and Amaro. Equal parts. Paper Plain, modern classic. A Rapscallion, smoky whiskey, sherry, and absinthe. I want to find this. The 2010 Swizzle is in here somewhere. And that's a fucking good drink. Oh, I might make a Manhattan actually with Punta Mez. So it's like whiskey, vermouth, and bitters. And I think I might make it with my Starward Fortis, Punta Mez, and bitters. Because sexy for sophisticated men make Manhattans. The Manhattan is a very sophisticated drink. Oh, yeah, boy. This is a stirred cocktail, though. All right. Need more ice in food. Pay no attention to that. That may have been noisy, but everything is under control. Right. I got to pick up these things that hit the floor, which is my strainer and my tin from my... Oh, fucking hell, man. From my Boston shaker. Yeah, no, and that was a very taxi moment. Yeah, Mega Leech, that was a very taxi moment. But I didn't drop anything. It was just I put this in something I shouldn't have and it overbalanced. All right, I'm going to make a Manhattan with my 100 proof Starward and Punta Mez. Stay out of the kitchen. Oh, nice, Mega Leech. Let the bodies hit the floor. Blur. Fortunately, that was metal. I didn't break anything because that was metal hitting the floor. But I do need some more ice in my mixing glass. So I need to get some more ice. Get some more ice. How is I'm making some ice? How is this going? It's still not frozen. 24 hours later. Yeah, that's a big fucking bit of ice. Why don't I put that in my fucking mixing tray? Why the fuck are you stupid little bits of ice melted together? You can just go. Sorry, I'm gonna smash this fucker. Wait, I had a fucking spoon to smash shit. Here it is. Smashy, smashy. Smashy, smashy. Alright. So, gonna make a Manhattan. Cause I'm a stylish motherfucker. Ooh, man, no, I'm making it with lark. I am making it with lark. This is my expensive shit. Lark in Mania. I'm gonna make a Manhattan with lark and Puntamez and some Angostura bitters. I don't know why I'm singing everything. Hitler and sex. Right, you're bloody well right. Chicken, do you think I should stay out of the kitchen? I'm in the kitchen. I'm in the kitchen, my friend. Lark, whiskey, lark. Australia's top distillery, recognized as one of the best distilleries in the world. Oh my God, that smells good. Oh, fucking hell, man. I gotta do another holiday to Tasmania just to visit the distilleries. So we're putting 2 ounces of the lark whiskey in. And we're going to put 1 ounce of Puntamez. Mikulich, you think it must be alcohol? That's crazy talk. I don't think I've had that much alcohol. Put some Puntamez in. Gonna make a Manhattan. Except it's not very American. It's half Australian and half Italian. Wait, where does Puntamez come from? Imported, yes. Where is it made? It's Italian. I'm sure Puntamez is Italian. It's an Italian vermouth. Couple of dashes of Angostura. But damn, that's enough. I'm an alien. I'm an illegal alien. I'm an Australian in New York. Sucking Gaz Regan's finger. Oh, fuck that sound. I think I need to do that. That big mixing is a bit of a harsh noise, but I think I could do an ASMR video where I do it really gently, just really gentle noise like that. Cocktail ASMR. Where is my strainer? My Hawthorne strainer. Got to strain this Manhattan into my sexy martini glass. Oh yeah, boy. Look at that. It's dark, it's sexy, it's manly. There's just really light whiskey aroma from this. Oh, yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. You're all right, boy. I feel like I should do I think it'd be kind of funny if I actually did a live stream where I was playing a video game. Yeah, people on Twitch play video games. Something like Red Dead Redemption, which I really love, and which I think people would find kind of funny if I started to get frustrated with things that didn't go right in Red Dead Redemption and started swearing and screaming at the game. Why the fuck wouldn't do anything? But yeah, just nice open world games like Red Dead Redemption. I'm also playing Yakuza Like a Dragon at the moment. I'm not playing it a lot, just like once or twice a week. I'll play it for a while. It's honest. It's not as good as Yakuza 0. It's got this weird turn-based combat that I don't hate, but I'm not really into. And the voice acting in Yakuza Like a Dragon is very good. The game, the animation is pretty fucking average, but the gameplay is fun. Megaleech, you're playing Sniper Elite 4. Never played that. Most sniping games I'm really bad at. So any game where with the way the mechanics work, I'm good with a sniper rifle. I automatically enjoy that game because I prefer to do the sniping thing. Like, for instance, Star Wars Battlefront, which is a game I really like, but I was very bad at the sniper role in Star Wars Battlefront. Whereas in things like Far Cry, I've played a couple of Far Cry games where I was quite good with a sniper rifle. In Red Dead Redemption 2, I was quite good with a rifle with a scope. Blur, you've been playing Arma 3 multiplayer. See, I hate playing online because online games, you're at the mercy of the most toxic person playing, and I fucking hate that. I just play fucking campaign stuff on my own PC. The short thing is I hate other people. Because I've played a few of those open world first things like Grand Theft Auto 5, Mafia 3, a couple of Yakuza games, and I quite enjoy them. Far Cry, I quite enjoyed Far Cry 5. So I like that style, like Zelda Breath of the Wild. I fucking love Zelda Breath of the Wild. I just hit that was just my martini glass hitting my jigger. Oh, I did that on purpose. That was my martini glass hitting the metal part of my Boston shaker. I fucking love boozy drinks, honestly. Blue, you gotta love when people run off into an open space and a bunch of enemies like, let's all shoot the medic, yeah? Whenever I think of like group games, the thing that never gets out of my head is Leroy Jenkins. Oh my God, that's a classic. I love Leroy Jenkins. Oh, Choking on Ashes. I will try very hard to protect my gorgeous new martini glass. I do occasionally break glasses. The last one I broke was one of these, a coupe. And this is weird. The reason it broke, I wasn't even drunk. It was like my first drink of the night. I was shaking a drink and I was making two, and I made one and it had ice in it and sugar. So the shaker had a bunch of condensation on it. And then I made another one and I misjudged the condensation thing. And so I had a drink sitting right there in a coupe, and I went shake, and it flew right out of my hand and smashed into the coupe and broke the coupe. And I wasn't even drunk. I was very embarrassed. That happened on a live stream. And it was terrible. And I don't want to point any fingers, but if Nettie's still in the live stream, one of these gorgeous glasses, a Nick and Nora with etching, got broken on the New Year's Eve live stream when Nettie and Abigail were here. And that was just one of those things where you misjudge surfaces and it got knocked off. No harm, no foul type of thing. That happened. But yes, I truly hope I do not break this absolutely gorgeous. I got 2 of these. One for me, one for Mrs. Angry. I hope I do not break one of these gorgeous martini glasses for a long time. It's just got this long, beautiful, delicate stem, and it's a large martini glass with these etchings around it. Fucking gorgeous. Nettie is still here. Excellent. My God, we had so much fun on New Year's. And the Christmas present I got from Nettie, Gaz Regan's finger. I fucking love this. For those who don't know, Gary Regan, aka Gaz Regan, was a very famous bartender in the cocktail renaissance that happened in the late 90s, noughties, where the modern era of really high quality cocktails came to life. And there was this story where he was making a bunch of Negronis, which is a stirred drink, and he was really busy. So rather than putting them in a stirring glass and stirring them with a cocktail stirrer, he'd made them straight into the glasses they were going to be served in, and he stirred them with his finger. And that story went down in history, that Gaz Regan was stirring people's drinks with his finger. And this is apparently a real cast of Gaz Regan's finger. So you can use Gaz Regan's finger to stir your cocktails. Nettie gave me this for Christmas, and it's fucking awesome. Yes, Nettie gave me the finger. So, oh, Nettie, you broke one of your own Nick and Nora's too. Oh no! Nick and Nora's are lovely glasses. For those who don't know, the 3 big styles of cocktail glasses are the martini glass, which I think everyone recognizes. Then there's the coupe, which some rumors have based on Marie Antoinette's breast. But this is a coupe, and you get a whole bunch of minor variations on a coupe, which is nice. And then there's one called a Nick and Nora, which is a lovely, elegant glass. And I have these Nick and Nora glasses that have etchings around them, which are particularly beautiful. And I quite like Nick and Nora glasses. But there are a whole bunch. There's so much glassware out there. For like making old fashions and stuff, you have glasses that are called either an old fashioned or a rocks glass. You get all the different tiki mugs and glasses. They're all over the place. So there's a lot of glassware you can get for your cocktail making. Of course, there's the highball glasses and the Collins glasses for making the tall drinks. This is a very specialty glass. This is not really a recognized sort of cocktail glass. But I bought this during lockdown from one of my favorite bars. Besides selling bottled cocktails, they were selling this glassware. This is specialty glassware they have at Bar Americano in Melbourne, which is one of my favorite Melbourne cocktail bars. And so I bought this just to save. Besides being a nice glass, which it's a really deceptive shape, this holds as much as this. They hold about the same volume. But this one from Bar Americano, besides being a pretty sexy glass, it has etched along the rim here, drink less, drink better, which is a lovely motif for cocktails. Because yes, cocktails can absolutely get you shit-faced. But if you're into sort of serious cocktail drinking, you're into drinking better quality. So you don't feel compelled to drink volume and get shit-faced, but you want to drink better quality stuff that has better flavors and better spectrums. Like this, my Manhattan. Oh, fuck, that's good. And that is an Australian Italian co-production. Australian Lark Whiskey, Italian Vermouth, Punta Mez. It's an Australian-Italian co-production, and it's really good. And then you want a hurricane glass of pina coladas. I don't know if it's strictly speaking a hurricane glass, but it stands in well for a hurricane glass. And it's actually from Planet Hollywood. I don't think Planet Hollywood even exists anymore. But many years ago, I bought a drink at Planet Hollywood that had this oversized hurricane glass, and you got to take the glass home with you. So I've still got that. Pina coladas and getting caught in the rain. Oh, my favorite. Oh, geez, I need to make a milk clarified pina colada, actually. Because here's the thing. When I make milk clarified drinks, what that means is you just you don't. It doesn't have to be dairy milk. It has to be something that has a reasonable fat content. So coconut milk works really well because coconut milk has a pretty high fat content, and you can also do it with like almond milk, so long as it's not skim almond milk, preferably something that's at least 5% fat. And when you put an acidic drink in, it curdles the milk thing. So, a classic recipe for pina colada has rum and a pineapple and cream of coconut or coconut. Some things like a coconut milk thing and lime cream on it. But the thing is, if you use this thing, cream of coconut, in America, there's this really popular brand called Coco Lopez. But you can do it. You make your own cream of coconut. All you need is coconut milk, which you can get in a can or a bottle from any supermarket. It's got a reasonably high fat content. And what you do is 50% coconut milk, 50% sugar. So, okay, it's super fucking unhealthy because coconut milk has usually 25 to 30% fat. And when you do that with 50% sugar, it's clearly very unhealthy, but it tastes great. So you put in a little saucepan, 50% coconut milk, 50% sugar, warm it a little bit so it's easier to dissolve the sugar. And so it goes from being this opaque white to this sort of translucent milky thing. And it's great in cocktails. But because it's got the fat content in there, if you make a pina colada, now a classic pina colada is like rum, usually multiple types of rum, and pineapple juice, and lime juice, and cream of coconut, and maybe cream. I say fuck the cream off, do multiple types of rum, pineapple juice, cream of coconut, and lime juice, and it will curdle, and then you can filter it. And a filtered pina colada is Jesus's semen, basically, is what I'm saying. It is fucking great. And yes, I'm definitely going to hell for saying that. But a pina colada, generally, one that's been mixed up with the coconut and the rum and the whatnot, is great. But if you clarify it, you use the coconut milk as the clarifying agent, you get just the best drink ever. Clarified rum drinks are the best fucking thing ever. Like I was drinking it earlier. I had rum and Amaro and fruit juices, and it's clarified, and it was so fucking good. But yes, if you're doing milk clarified thing, the big thing is the fat content. It is absolutely some of the online guides are just wrong and will lead you down the wrong path. Whether you use dairy milk or coconut milk or almond milk or some other nut milk, it needs to have a fat content, preferably around 5% and up. If it's 5% and up, you will basically be okay, because when you mix it with a cocktail that has an acidic content, and the easiest way to do that is with a fruit juice, a citrus juice, lemon, lime, orange, grapefruit, pineapple, all of these will work. They will curdle the milk part of it, and then you pour it through a coffee filter probably twice, because it isn't the coffee filter that does the hard work. It's the actual curds that do the hard work, and they clarify both the color and the flavor of the cocktail, and you end up with this thing that's completely different, that is its own thing, and it's absolutely amazing. And I am fucking obsessed with milk clarifying and milk punches. This isn't milk clarified though. This is a Manhattan. So probably my two favorite things: milk clarified cocktails and really boozy cocktails. Yeah. Oh, fucking hell. This stuff, this is the first Lark whiskey I've had. The Lark Distillery in Tasmania is responsible for the rebirth of distilleries in Australia. And there are now hundreds of distilleries across Australia. And we all owe it to Papa Bill Lark, who's, oh man, he's a fucking legend. Yeah, okay. Choking on ashes. I love it. When I talk about saving curds and stuff, everyone always brings up the curds, KURDS. And yes, I think we as a global community owe a lot to the Kurds who live in both Iraq and Syria. I think the global community owes a lot to the Kurds, KURDS. So when people make jokes, when I make a milk clarified thing and I say the Kurds, I am absolutely okay with bringing in a reference to supporting and protecting the Kurds, KURDS, from northern Iraq and Syria, because they are really fighting against oppression and they deserve our support. The Kurdish people deserve our support. So I've now segued from drinking cocktails and being pissed as fucked to getting political all over again and saying we should support the Kurdish people. Little sip of my Manhattan. Oh my God. So Abigail and I were going to go to this whiskey bar that is literally across the road from where she lives. Oh, but there was a private fucking function there, so we didn't get to go. So we'll have to do it another day. But I think this is like the entry level Lark whiskey. And it's still a little bit expensive, but it's cheaper than the Lark whiskies that cost hundreds or thousands of dollars. But I think if we go to this whiskey bar across the road from Abigail's place, I will definitely try and find one of the high-end Lark whiskies. Sorry, blur. I love that. It's topic parkour. I do tend to jump from topic to topic to topic. And it's not just me, it's everyone in the chat. And I just flow with the chat. Choking on ashes. Yes, Turkey. There are Kurdish people in Turkey. Yes. I, through the glory of the internet over the last 15 years, have made friends with a few people from Turkey. And again, modern Turkey is a complex place and there's a lot going on there, but I have a lot of solidarity for the people of Turkey. Not with the guy who runs Turkey at the moment, Erdogan, who is a fucking fascist. He's a piece of shit. But the actual people of Turkey, see, it's the piece of shit who is the political power broker in Turkey is a completely different entity to the people of Turkey. And I feel a lot of solidarity to the people of Turkey. But Erdogan, he's a piece of fucking shit. Just throwing it out there, Erdogan sucks the big one. What's the time? It's only 11:20, and I am pretty fucking pissed. So God, how many times have I looked through this book and said, I want to find this swizzle recipe, and I haven't found it? This is, Mrs. Angry got me such a good book. There's so many good recipes in here. What's a Nouvelle Carré? Tequila, Lily Blanc, Benedictine, and brandy. Jesus, that would get you so fucking drunk. That's a great drink. Tequila, China, pineapple gum, Angostura. Jesus, okay. Paloma, that's a classic. Tequila and grapefruit soda. Forget that. A Harrington. Vodka. Get fucked, vodka. You suck. A Malecon. White rum, lime juice, ruby port, sherry. I need to get some port. I don't have any unflavored vodka, so I probably need to go to Dan's, get a vodka, and get a port. Tukanash's. Sorry, that was from a few minutes ago. And a few minutes ago, I was just agreeing. The people of Turkey fucking rock. Old Cuban Dolores Park Swizzle is agricole rum, lime, cane syrup, maraschino, and absinthe. That actually sounds pretty good. A Queen's Park Swizzle, the Marrero, lime, sip syrup, mint bitters. Those are good. An old Cuban rum, lime juice. Fucking rum cocktails are just a minor variation on one another. Rum, ace of clubs. The ace of clubs. The ace of clubs. Rum, lime juice, and creme de cacao. A Land's End, bold Jamaican rum like Smith & Cross. Lemon juice, raspberry gum, and curacao. A Getaway, blackstrap rum, lemon juice, China, and simple syrup. A Tea Punch, rum agricole, cane syrup, and lime. A Unique Bird, rum agricole blanc, lime juice, pineapple gum, and so, there's a particular sort of rum that's meant to be a simple sort of rum that's like farmer's rum, which is called agricole, as in agricultural, as in farmer's rum. And because I did Latin in high school, I always read that as agricole, which is the farm. Annette, you're fading out. Going tonight. Good night, Annette. I hope the packing continues to go well for you. Blur. Add Senior General Young to the shithead list. I do not know who that is, my friend. You need to explain it to me. A caipirinha with cachaça repetida. Cachaça, coconut cream, and passion fruit. Ooh, that sounds good. Another day movie. A Fort Washington flip. Applejack, Benedictine, maple syrup, and an egg. Tommy's Margarita, Trinidad Sour, Alabazam, soya, gin, lime juice, simple syrup, 14 dashes of Angostura, 7 dashes of Peychaud's, 7 dashes of orange. That's fucking insane. Oh, I have to make that. That is fucking insane. Oh, I don't know if I can do it tonight because I'm really fucking drunk. Say, Raiders, I don't have Sullivan's Cove whiskey. I have 10 fucking whiskeys in my collection. Where's Sullivan's Cove? That's the Tasmanian one, isn't it? Sounds familiar. I've got like 4 Starwood whiskies. I've got an Archie Rose whiskey. I've got an American rye. I've got some scotch. I've got some bourbons. I've got Irish whiskey. But I've got 5 or 6 Australian whiskies. but I don't have Sullivan's Cove. But I feel like I've heard of Sullivan's Cove, but I'm not 100% sure where it comes from. So it's like 11:30. Shit. Oh. God, maybe I should fucking pace myself and stop now. Okay, yeah, Raiders, Sullivan's Cove is Tasmanian whiskey. Okay, competitor larks. Blur, what are you saying, my friend? Young is the dickhead that ordered the Myanmar's martial law, claimed democracy. Yeah, look, any of the Myanmar military junta are fucking pieces of shit. They're fucking shitheads. There's no two ways about it. The Myanmar military are fucking cunt. So I'm gonna yawn. Oh God, I'm so fucking drunk. Again, I'm reasonably coherent. I feel like I won't be sick in the morning. But I might be at my limit. I'm like super fucking tempted to have another drink. But that might be a mistake. Oh, sorry, I got a yawn. Oh, Jesus. No, I am so fucking drunk right now. So during the day tomorrow, I'm probably going to shoot my close-up for the very French martini, which I'm going to turn into a clarified drink that I'll probably drink on Sunday night. Shut the fuck up. The fridge, the fucking compressor on the fridge just started over there singing the song of its people. Really annoying. Oh. Ugh. Oh, Jesus, I'm really fucking drunk at the moment. What's the one I was going to make that I really like the sound of? A soya, gin, lime, simple syrup. Oh, and a shit ton of fucking bitters. No, I'm fucking done. I'm not making any more drinks tonight. I am fucking done. I like staying just at the pleasant stage of drunk rather than getting sick and potentially vomiting and potentially having a really bad hangover when I wake up. What's probably going to happen when I wake up, I might have a really mild headache. And I could just take like some ibuprofen to kill the headache because it'll leave me really mild. And I might have a mildly upset tummy tomorrow. Oh, blur. Yeah, I am fucking drunk and sleepy, in all honesty. So during the day tomorrow, I'll probably do the close-ups for my very French martini, which involves making it again. And then for a laugh, I'll probably milk clarify that. And I will probably be drinking the milk clarified very French martini on tomorrow night's live stream. And I think that's going to be a really tasty drink, actually. Okay, no, I'm kind of fucked. God, it's only 11:30. Maybe I should fucking cut my losses at 11:30. And that way I won't be sick tomorrow. I might have a mildly upset tummy, and I might have a very slight headache that'll only take like an ibuprofen to get rid of. And then Saturday night, might limit myself to 1 or 2 drinks. I think if I make the clarified very French martini during the day, because I probably want to shoot a bit of video for that. So I might do that on Sunday night. Oh, sorry, I'm yawning again. Oh, bloody hell. Yes, okay, choking on ashes. That is an oh shit, there's a tiny bit of my Manhattan left. Oh, God, I love a Manhattan. There's a reason The Manhattan is a fucking classic. People have been drinking a Manhattan for over 100 years, and there's a reason for that. It's fucking good. Choking on ashes, you are a solid comrade. Recommending I drink water. I should drink a little bit of water. Oh. Let's put a bit of water on ice. I should hydrate a little before going to, which is drinking some water before going to bed is going to make me get up sometime during the night to take a piss. But being hydrated is better than being dehydrated, because that's when you get a really fucking bad hangover. Because alcohol dehydrates you, even though it's liquid. And being dehydrated will give you a really fucking bad hangover. You know what? That's why I love the Angry Bunch. Because everyone is fucking supportive and positive. And if you're not supportive and positive, I fucking block you. I'm a fucking tyrant. I'm a fucking tyrant. Oh, water. Water tastes so good at the moment. Blur, you may be right. It may be about blood sugar as well. Oh, no, choking on ashes. I'm with you 100%. Hydration makes the biggest difference. Drink some water before bedtime. And again, drinking the water before bedtime means I'm going to wake up in the middle of the night and go, oh, God, I need to piss. So I'll wander up in the darkness to the loo and take a piss in the middle of the night. Yeah, getting up in the middle of the night to have a piss is better than getting a really bad hangover in the morning. Because it's a long time since I've had any sort of a crippling hangover. It's a long time since I've thrown up from drinking. Okay. I'd have to ballpark it because I didn't write it down in a diary or something. But it's probably somewhere between 7 and 10 years since I've thrown up from drinking. And this is the thing, it's really only one or two drinks. It's one or two drinks between being pleasantly drunk and fucked up and actually vomiting. It's really easy to step over that boundary. And at the moment, because I'm feeling really pleasantly drunk, it's very easy to fall into the trap of thinking, I should have another drink or two. If I had another drink or two, I would fucking pay for it in the morning. But I'm going to stop drinking now. Bit of water. So I won't throw up. I'm guarding against dehydration. And so the worst I will feel in the morning is very likely to be a very mild headache that ibuprofen will get it rid of. And my tummy might feel vaguely unsettled or maybe very unsettled for the rest of the day. But I won't have a hangover. But I might feel like, oh, yeah, I kind of drank a bunch last night, didn't I? Oh, and also Friday night. I drank a bunch on Friday night. So drinking a bunch on Friday night and drinking a bunch on Saturday night means Sunday you're just kind of going, oh, I'm just going to do nothing. I'm going to do nothing and I'm going to look after myself. Blur, ibuprofen and caffeine. Look, I'm not saying. Look, my breakfast tomorrow might be ibuprofen and an energy drink. It is distinctly possible that my breakfast tomorrow morning will be ibuprofen and an energy drink. I was in a weird fucking mood today because that's what I had this morning, because I did have a few drinks on Friday night. So I had a meal replacement bar, an energy drink, and some ibuprofen in the morning. And so I think I was mildly agitated and hyped for much of the day because of that. But I'm staying at home tomorrow. I went out and about day. I drove around, got to hang out with Abigail and Annette, which was nice. But that's probably it for human interaction for my weekend. So tomorrow, Sunday, might be just chilling the fuck out and doing not much of anything. Might watch some stuff on Netflix. I got a bunch of. I might watch some Ozark or Peaky Blinders. I've got some shit to watch on Netflix. Just fucking veg out on the lounge and fucking watch stuff. I honestly think my Sunday is not going to involve anything more energetic than sitting on the lounge and fucking watching TV or sitting in a chair and watching some videos on YouTube. I don't think my Sunday is going to have anything more than that. Oh, sorry, who's still here? Okay, still two people here. Then a bunch of people are left. It's one of those things where I feel compelled to say, Jesus, I like hanging out with people on these live streams. We didn't do an angry bunch tonight, and I don't know why, but it didn't happen. But even just having you all in chat, if you're still here in chat, I really fucking enjoy just hanging out and interacting with people. Megaleech, I don't know what you mean by sound off, but I'm confused. I'm easily confused. A little bit more water. When you see sound off, I think of the Stanley Kubrick film Full Metal Jacket, where Leomi, who was actually a drill sergeant in Vietnam, plays a drill sergeant in the movie Full Metal Jacket. And there is a great sort of dance track that you can get on YouTube. And it was actually produced, I think, by Stanley Kubrick's daughter. Okay. Megaleech saying sound off as in who's still here. So Choking on Ashes, Blur, Megaleech. I'm just going to quickly, I'm not going to play it because I'll get a fucking copyright thing on my live stream. The track was called I Want to Be like your drill instructor. I want to be your drill instructor. I want to cut off all my hair. And I think that track was actually produced by Stanley Kubrick's daughter, Abigail Mead. That's her name, Abigail Mead. I want to be your drill instructor. I want to cut off all my hair. Heine, how you doing, buddy? What's another one with that sort of thing? I want to be an airborne ranger. What was the name of that band? I'm sure I can find that. Yeah, check it out. People don't have to be active in the chat. I'm absolutely going to go to bed. It's like creeping up on 12. I'm going to look over myself. We go to YouTube. Friendly Like a Hand Grenade was the name of the album. I'm going to go... Okay. I want to be an airborne ranger. I want to live a life of danger. I want to be an airborne ranger. What was their name? They had an album called This is weird shit that my brain holds onto. Oh, they had an album called Friendly Like a Hand Grenade. No, it's not fucking Green Day. Heine, I'm glad you're well, my friend. Hi, okay. I love everyone who's in the chat. Even if it's the first day you've been in the chat, I love you. But there's a few people like Megaleech and Heine who I have known for over a decade and who I've actually got to hang out with in person. And that's cool. Tackhead. That was their name. Tackhead. I have a CD somewhere, physical media of Tackhead. I want to be an airborne ranger. And Tackhead do this great electronica. Tackhead. I want to be. The album was called Friendly as a Hand Grenade, and the album cover was the Statue of Liberty covering her face like this, like, because it's just got too horrible. But I do definitely prefer, from the two that are basically the same rhythm, I want to be an airborne ranger and I want to be your drill instructor. I prefer the thing that came out of the Full Metal Jacket soundtrack. Abigail Meads, I want to be your drill instructor. Choco Nation, do I know most of the chat in real life? No, honestly, not. People I know in real life, people I've met in real life. Heine, Megaleech, Abigail, Nettie. Trying to think who else I hang out with in real life. Most people I only know through chat and YouTube comments, though. Anywho, as we now crawl up to midnight on Saturday, I think I will go to sleep. I will clear some shit up. But the plan is I will do another live stream on Sunday night, but it will probably be a shorter one, and I probably will not get as drunk. But during the day on Sunday, I am probably going to milk clarify a very French martini. So I have a fun drink to drink. Oh yeah, Choking on Ashes. I remember the Au Pairs, a post-punk British band. Yes, I honestly, I think I have vinyl in one of. I have like 4 milk crates of vinyl in storage, and they're just in another room in this house. And one is a post-punk compilation, and I'm almost sure there is an Au Pairs track on that. Oof! But I'm going to bed, you fabulous people. So I hope you take care of yourself. I will almost certainly do a live stream for Sunday night. Probably limit it to 2 hours. Probably limit it to 1 or 2 alcoholic drinks. I think I'll probably do the milk clarified, very French martini. Who knows what else? But you're all super awesome, and thank you for sharing some time with me. And I hope to see you again soon. But I'm gonna go. Bye-byes. So take care, one and all. I will see you another time, but I will say